Well, when you have 4 or 5 possessions where you don't end up with the football, you turn it over. It's actually 5 with the punt that they didn't get off. So that's actually 5 big changes in momentum and field position in a ball game. So let's look for that tonight to see that Beloit is really secure with the football, whether it's in the running game or the passing game. And it's a little slick. You know, we've had some rain here, and that always makes a difference when the surface of the ball is a little bit different. So you have to be even a little bit more secure. Guarantee you the coach has been talking to them all week about we're not turning the ball over, because you play the style of ball where you just run, and it's a big play offense. It has been over the years for Beloit. It's not like that, you know, they can't get behind. They can get behind and come back. But the point is, you just simply cannot turn the ball over, and I don't think the Trojans will tonight.
Beloit in their home black uniforms with the orange numerals and the black helmets. Republic County in the road white jerseys with the blue pants and the light blue helmets. Republic County winning the toss, so they will get the football first to start tonight's festivities. Homecoming here tonight at Beloit High. Remy Behrens is your queen. Evan Brandt is the king. Colson Riemann, Paige Hayflicker, Kirsten Joy, Colson Reams, Ocean Paul, Luke Hesting, Audrey Schamberg, Carter Westling also up for king and queen. But your king is Evan Brandt, and he had a big crown he was wearing, big hat. And also Remy Behrens is the queen here in 2015. So we're about ready to go. It is Beloit versus Republic County. We mentioned Republic County has not had a lot of success against Beloit in football, being outscored 67-10 the last 7 meetings. Fortunately for Republic County, there was a 2-year stretch where they didn't have to play Beloit, and I think both sides were happy they didn't play because it didn't really help Beloit crushing teams 70-6 or 74-0. Republic County with a new coach, new intensity, as Coach Gwinnett told me earlier this week. We lack that. He could tell in the film from last year. He said they're in the weight room this year, and they're an improved football team. And as we said, what? Yep. And as we said, Beloit, as long as they don't turn it over, they'll be fine. First 2 weeks, they had 1 turnover. Total 1 turnover and just 4 penalties. And then last week, 4 turnovers. Republic County back to return, set to kick it off for Beloit. It will be Noah Smith. Jace Adams will play. He was not going through any contact earlier in the week with a shoulder. He's had that injury for a while. And game time decision, he's ready to go tonight. So here is the kickoff. It's an onside, come in near side. It does not go 10 yards. It is covered by the Trojans. That is Ryan Jackson with the recovery, but it only traveled 8 yards. It's got to go 10, and so Republic County have the football first. Great field position, as we're used to seeing. Beloit will not kick it deep and let a playmaker beat them.
Yeah, unless you're in Oregon, you can't do that. It's been a long time.
Well, it took all of what, a minute for you to get into that Oregon reference?
It's an inside joke back 2008. So I won't do it again. I got it out of the way.
Good, early. I appreciate that. So Trey Coleman is the quarterback. We'll set the defense for Beloit here in a moment. Trey Coleman, he's a 190-pound junior. He's under center. Out of the wishbone attack. Here's the give. It goes to Alsman running left. Alsman breaks the tackle, stays on the feet, and plunges forward close to a first down, past the 40 and down to the 38. It's a gain of 9, maybe 10 for Nick Alsman, who's rushed for over 500 yards this year. He also has 4 touchdown runs. The Beloit defense, Nicholas Hansen, the foreign exchange student from Germany, a defensive end along with Hunter Butke. Defensive tackles, a freshman, River Paul, and Braden Kahn, a sophomore. The linebackers, Blaine Burks, a sophomore, Cadron Cox, Jared Aerosmith. Safeties, Jace Adams and Noah Smith. And the corners, Ryan Jackson and Colson Reams. They're going to bring in the chains to measure. For Republic County on offense, Mackenzie Cromwell is the fullback. And then the tailbacks, left side, Tucker Allen, sophomore. Nick Alsman, a sophomore, the right tailback. Left tackle, big kid, Michael Cottonmeyer at 295, a junior. Left guard, Harlan Reed. Center is Brett Stint. Ashton Holmes, the right guard. Nick Perotek is a junior at right tackle. And the ends, Justin Stint and Tyler Popelka. Just 5 seniors on the roster for Republic County. They start just 1 senior on offense, 7 juniors and 3 sophomores. As it is second down and 1, it's a pickup of 9 for Republic County at the Beloit 39-yard line. Just underway, Buffalo's moving left to right on your radio dial. Beloit defensively, they are set out of the wishbone. And a little bit of movement, but no flag. Here's the handoff, and not much there for Allen, but the second effort may have enough for a first down. Beloit got the initial penetration, Todd, with the second push, and Republic County has a first down, a gain of a yard and a half.
Well, you mentioned size, and that sometimes is when size, can get that extra few feet. It was real short yardage. That's obviously why we had the measurement. But same play, basically, and he didn't get it popped to the outside because of the penetration that time. Good defense by the Trojans.
First and 10 for the Buffaloes at the Trojan 38. Double tight out of the wishbone formation. Here's the fake to the fullback to go tailback Alsman. Alsman running left, running hard to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and tackle made over there for Beloit by Colson Reams. Also assisting on the play, Hunter Butke. Good start for the Buffaloes when you're able to pick up 5 on first down.
And I think the scouting report said they're going to run left. And so far, they've run left.
Why wouldn't you? You got 295 pounds at left tackle. That helps open up some holes. Second down 5 at the 33 for the Buffaloes. Coleman, the quarterback. And he's going to keep it. Left side, has a first down. Near the ball came free. Beloit trying to pounce on it. Still loose on the far sideline. The officials haven't made a signal yet. And what is the call? Beloit's coming up. Yep. They have the football. Fumble by Trey Coleman. Looked like he was very close to the first down sticks, but he fumbled the ball, and Beloit forces the first turnover of the night. Trojans will take over.
Well, and that's what we talked about. You know, I was here earlier today for some of the ceremonies at 3:30 when it started raining, and it has off and on. The ball's going to be slick, like we talked about, and you've got to secure the football. But it was good yards. I mean, they're running the football. And, you know, and for tonight's game, Republic County cannot put the ball on the ground and stay in this football game.
First and 10 for Beloit. They start at their own 25, moving right to left in the black uniforms. Ryan Jackson is the quarterback. Here's the give. It goes to Reams, running wide to the outside. Gets a nice block on the corner by Cadron Cox, the fullback, and Reams has a first down, pick up a 12, but there's a flag back at the 29. That's usually an area of holding. The Beloit offense, Ryan Jackson, a junior, first year at quarterback, done a nice job. 3 touchdown passes, 3 interceptions. Left wing back is Jace Adams, who's run for over 300 yards, over 1,000 a year ago, actually over 1,500 a year ago. The right wing back is Colson Reams, who ran for 1,100 yards a year ago, and he's run for 319 and a couple touchdowns this year. The fullback, Cadron Cox, who had a huge game against Ellsworth 2 weeks ago, ran for 200 yards and 4 touchdowns. And then the tight ends are Jared Aerosmith and Hunter Butke. Butke, a big target at 6'2". Right tackle is Logan Cadle, a sophomore. Nicholas Hansen is a junior left tackle. And then Jared Mosier, a junior at left guard. Blaine Burks, a sophomore at right guard. And Garrett Kimenaw, another Kimenaw, manning the center position, 5'10", 266 sophomore.
And I know there was a penalty on the play, but if you're Republic County, you got to be concerned because Beloit got the corner real easy on that play. The flag was more inside. They got to the outside real easy.
So a holding penalty on the play, and it moves inside to the 19. Here's the give to Jace Adams, and nothing doing whatsoever. Good penetration on the far side of that defensive line, getting back there and making the tackle, Mackenzie Cromwell. So no gain on the play.
Well, you know, that's what we always talk about with Beloit. You can't give up penetration, and there was 2 defensive linemen that penetrated on the play, and the first guy made the initial contact, slows the back up, and then you get the tackle for the loss, so it's now long yardage for the Beloit Trojans. Look for him to come back outside again. Second
down and 16. 5-2 defensive front from Republic County. Under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Here's the sweep. Wide right, this is the wingback Adams, and he could be gone at the 40, 45, midfield 50, and then tackled from behind near the Republic County 45-yard line, saving the touchdown over there. Cromwell, and also assisting on the play for the Buffaloes is Trevor Lowell, small junior at only 140 pounds. And Jace Adams, you said run wide, and that's what Beloit was able to do. It's a pickup of 40 yards.
And you had to figure on the left hash they were going to go wide to the right side, the wide side of the field, and that's exactly what happened. And you get the corner. There was pretty good angle for the secondary to get Jace before he got all the way for the touchdown.
So from the 19, Beloit moves it all the way to Republic County. 41 on one play. Out of the double wing formation, Kimenaw snap it to Jackson. Here's the give. It goes to Reams. Makes a cutback. He's very agile and shifty inside the 40 and down to the 37-yard line. Gain of 4 for Colson Reams. Very patient running the football that time.
Yeah, patient because there was about 3 guys in white jerseys that didn't let him get to the outside, so he was patient, and he said, hey, I've got to adjust. The defense isn't going to let me get the corner this time, and he cuts back. I think he'll make the decision even quicker next time, and you could really see it was walled off for the cutting back on that and maybe getting big yards on a future play.
So second down and 5, a pickup of 5 on the play for Colson Reams. No score, 8:43 to play in the first quarter. Here from Trojan Field and Beloit. We go sweep left. This is Reams. Cuts back, dives forward, down to the 31. A pickup of 5 and very close to a first down. But Colson's just kind of taking what the defense has given him. And right now, initially, Beloit doing a nice job. They're getting their linemen out on the edges. Cadron Cox, a lead block. And, of course, in this offense, your tight end's a better block.
That's exactly right. And what we're seeing so far is Beloit's just trying to get to the outside. And what's going to happen, and, you know, Beloit's had success with the fullback. So, you know, you got to think that Republic County's thinking stop the fullback, and right now the Trojans are just getting to the outside.
Yeah, they're going to go to the fullback fairly soon, I would imagine, on 3rd and 1. There it goes, right to the fullback. This is Cadron Cox, lowers his shoulder, spins out of a tackle, and he's down to the 23. It's a pickup of 9, first down Trojans, as Justin Stent making the tackle for Republic County. And boy, Cox had a big game against Ellsworth on that very play. Just a simple fullback trap, a fullback dive.
And what happens is you get going sideline to sideline defensively, and you see those wingbacks go wide or somebody pull, and your read, you get the wrong read, and you start chasing to the sideline, and all of a sudden the fullback's running down the middle of the field on you.
1st and 10 at the 23. Beloit driving after forcing a turnover by the Buffaloes on their first possession. And running is Noah Smith in for Jace Adams at the left wingback position, down to the 20. Tripped up there by Nick Alsman. It's a gain of 3 for Noah Smith. Man, I tell you what, they think a lot of Noah Smith. He's just a sophomore, leading tackler on the team. And you look at this sophomore class for Beloit, only 2 seniors. Sophomores have come up big.
They most certainly have, and I know Coach visited with us at Lions Club about that, and he was really high on them. So they're doing a great job right now for the Beloit Trojans.
2nd down and 7 for Beloit at the Republic County 20-yard line. No score, 7:17 to go first quarter. It goes to Reams. Colson trying to pick his way through the defense. Very patient again. A pickup of 2, maybe 3 to the 17. Tackle made. Lowell coming in again. Also there, Nick Alsman. And for Republic County, also assisting on the play was Ashton Holmes. Well, so far, Republic County's defense is bent. They only give up the 1 big play. Overall, I think they got to be somewhat pleased.
And look what they're doing. They got 4 guys deep kind of in the secondary. They're really not pushing the line of scrimmage. They're saying we're going to take away the big play. Beloit's offense is very good at taking what you give them. They'll take 4 or 5 yards a shot.
3rd and 5 at the 18 for Beloit. In motion goes Jace Adams. He gets it. Jet sweep right. Tries to get around the corner. Good block by Cadron Cox. Jace dives for the sticks and very close to a first down on the far sideline. He needed to get to the 13. They're going to mark him at the 14, so he's a yard shy. And, of course, this is 4-down territory for Beloit. 4th down. Oh, they're going to say it is enough for the first down. Initially, the official on the near side had it at the 14, but the officials on the far side have it at the 13, so 1st and 10.
And it did. I mean, it's all the way across the field. It did look like he kind of dove, and he was past the line to gain, so I think it was probably a good call on the play. And the Trojans are just fine what they're doing. They'll take the 80-yard runs, or they'll take 8 to 10 plays and score. As long as you score, that's all that matters.
1st and 10 for the Trojans at the Buffalo 13. The inside flip to Jace Adams, running behind Nicholas Hansen. Dives forward to the 10. It's a gain of 3. Well, it's very evident so far, Todd, as you kind of referred to a moment ago. Republic County's philosophy is we're not going to get beat by the big play.
Yep,
we're going to make you earn it.
And you said the 52. It's a 52 with 2 deep safeties and 2 wide corners. So they're really trying to keep Beloit from getting the big play and saying, hey, we want you to turn it over. We want you to have to go 10, 12 plays to score. Well, this is the 10th play of the drive for Beloit.
With 6:05 to go in the first quarter, no score. Beloit threatening at the 10. Inside flip, it's a double handoff. Adams to Reams. Reams running left. Nice job of the Buffalo defense up front. Lowell comes in to help, and also there was Cromwell. And that usually goes for big yardage for Beloit. In this case, just 3 to Colson Reams. And the Buffaloes certainly look competitive. You asked that question in the pregame. Very competitive.
They look very competitive, and that's what we were looking for. We wanted to see how Republic County, we'd heard that this is what was going to happen. You know, we don't know what the final score is going to be, but they were going to compete.
12th play of the drive, 3rd down and 4 at the 7. Here it goes to Reams running wide to the left. Can he get around the corner? Good block by Cadron Cox. He dives for the pylon, and they're going to say he's out at the 1. Boy, I thought Colson Reams got it for the touchdown. They're going to say he's out at the 1.
And all of the totally unbiased Trojan fans are groaning, and I know that they're totally unbiased on the call that's 70 yards from where they're at an angle. But it's clear back. You can see that he stretched and knocked the pylon out. That's what everybody saw.
Yeah.
But you can also see the referee's almost at the 2-yard line. So unless he's really long, and we know he's not, a 7-footer.
So 1st down and goal at the 2. Adams in motion to give the Cox the fullback, and he is in, standing up right up the middle of that Republic County defense. And Beloit, a very convincing drive. It took a while, very methodical, worked it down the field. Cadron Cox, the junior fullback, with his 6th rushing touchdown of the season. It's from 2 yards out, and it's a 12-play drive for Beloit. And they go 75 yards, and they take over 7 minutes off the clock. Very impressive by Beloit.
Yeah, and that's just the way you win football games. You control the football, you put points on the board, and if you get your PAT, you can't lose the ball game if you drive and score and get your PATs.
Of course, Beloit always goes for 2. They'll go for 2 here, leading 6-0 with 5:22 to go in the first quarter. They fake the handoff. Jackson rolls right, throws, has a man back corner, end zone. Hunter Butke, he grabs it. The junior Hunter Butke makes the catch in the back corner of the end zone for the 2-point try. It's Beloit 8. Republic County nothing. 5:22 to play. First quarter, back in 1 minute. This is Trojan football on Z96.3 The Lake.
Confused over who to call to repair the storm damage to your home? Feeling pressured by out-of-town roofing companies? Call All Things Exterior, your local contractor serving North Central Kansas for 33 years. There's no waiting with our 13 crews at All Things Exterior. Our experienced crews tackle everything from roofing to siding, windows, doors, and guttering. Call All Things Exterior today, 738-5015. That's 738-5015. Or see us in person on Highway 24. Just look for the wind generator.
This is John Fouts at Fouts Insurance, your local Allied agent in Beloit and Osborne. Why get insurance through Allied? Because we're there to help. We take the time to get to know you and help you select coverage that's just right for you. With insurance for auto, home, crop, life, and business, Fouts Insurance is always looking out for you. We've got the staff with the knowledge to help you with all your insurance needs. To find out more, call Fouts Insurance Agency, your local Allied agent with locations in Beloit and Osborne at 738-3558. That's 738-3558, or stop by and see us at 121 East Main. Fouts Insurance, proud supporter of all our local area sports teams.
Well, a very convincing drive by Beloit. They force the turnover. They march it down the field 75 yards in 12 plays, eat 7 minutes off the clock. They lead 8-0 as they complete the two-point conversion pass from Jackson to Butke. Now the squib kick is recovered by Republic County and Trevor Lowell at the 41. And teams that play Beloit know they're going to get good field position. And some people I know I've talked to don't like the short kick, but I've talked to other people that have coached football that say an 8-man level, even 11-man level in some of these teams, you don't want to kick it deep to where you got a guy that can beat you going long.
My dad was one of the most successful coaches in the area back when, and he wouldn't kick off unless you kick it in the end zone. You don't want their speed to touch the ball.
That's exactly right. A fumble here on the exchange. Coleman picks it up, tries to do something, make something out of nothing. Forward progress to the 42, maybe the 43, gain of a yard and a half.
Just a little homework for our fans out there. Get your paper or whatever information tomorrow and see how many kickoffs are returned for touchdowns by great athletes, because that's, by the way, that is who the opponent puts back there, is their most elusive person. And the whole game you spend trying not to let the best person get the ball in the open field for the opponent.
Absolutely. 2nd down and 8 at the 43 for Republic County. They trail 8-0 out of the wishbone. Coleman runs option, pitches it to Alsman. Great job by Beloit. They string it out. Noah Smith was there initially, and 3 Trojans bury Alsman back at the 40. It's a loss of 3. Great job. Noah Smith shooting free with the containment, and he was helped out by Cadron Cox and a couple other Trojans.
Wait, I know this is not your first Trojans game this year. It is my first game, and I'm thinking if I'm going to attack the Beloit Trojans, I'm going to run at them. I think you're doing the Beloit Trojans a favor running laterally, because they're not as big, but they're fast, they're quick. There was 4 guys on the tackle for Beloit. Great defense. 3rd down and 11. The give is to Alsman running far left. Noah Smith there again on the far sideline along with Colson Reams. Knocks him out of bounds at the 46. It's a gain of 6. And it brings up 3rd down and a manageable 4.5 for Republic County. Good yards on the play. It's well blocked. You can see that they really like going to that side of the football field behind those big guys on the left side for Republic County. Pike Valley with an early safety and now a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. 6:56 to go first quarter. Pike Valley leading St. John's Tipton 10-0. I said 3rd down. It's actually 4th down for Republic County at their own 46. Beloit coach is thinking it could be a fake, and it is a fake. Direct snap to Alsman, running left, now cuts back, and Alsman dives. And I think he has enough for the first down. It's going to be close, but he's got it by a foot. Nicholas Hansen with the tackle. I've got Dusty's my man that can always pick that out immediately, whether he made it or not. And it, you know, you're thinking, well, Beloit should have been prepared for that. They were. It's in the scouting report that they're going to fake it, and the coaches were talking about it. Sometimes the team just executes, and it wasn't like they had a long ways to go. 1st down and 10 is a pickup of 6. They needed 5 to the Beloit 48-yard line. 8-0 Trojans. Republic County had a decent drive the first time they had it, and then fumbled it away at the 25. And this time, a couple of yards right up the middle as the carry goes to the fullback. That's Tucker Allen, and a gain to the 46, a pickup of 2. And Cadron Cox with another tackle. I'm just wondering if Republic County runs to the Beloit sideline, the offensive right side, defensive left side, if the actual defense is going to be awake over here. There's been, by my count, 9 offensive plays, and none have come this direction yet. Well, that means Nicholas Hansen better be ready. And Blaine Burke's over here as well, because that's on their side. And I tell you what, Nicholas Hansen, he played on the 19 and under Germany team, but he's only played football for 3 years. 3 years is what Coach said. He's got a ton of upside, man, and he's just a junior, 6'4", 237. 2nd down and 8 for the Buffaloes. Handoff to Alsman, hit and dropped. Shooting through and making the tackle is Hunter Butke.
Boy, whoever's supposed to block Hunter didn't do a very good job. Hunter with the tackle, loss of 2.
And Hunter made a great play, but the actual play was made. He made the tackle, Hunter did, but it was 2 guys penetrated and made the back go laterally, and it's an easy, big stick for Hunter because of the initial penetration by the defensive line.
3rd down and 10 for Republic County at the Beloit 48. Moving to our right, 2:35 to go first quarter, 8-0 Beloit. Receiver wide to the right. That's Alsman. They're going to be looking for him. Now going to throw deep left sideline, and it is incomplete. Good coverage. Trying to go to Popelka, the tight end, on a fly pattern far side, and Noah Smith, not full, the sophomore, knows the scouting report on pass plays for Republic County, and it's incomplete. Brings up 4th down and 10.
You absolutely can't cover it any better. I thought as the ball's in the air, I'm thinking that's going to be dropped in perfect. It looked like it. Well, it was. It was a perfect pass. It was going to be a touchdown if the defense is just not perfect on the play and knocks the ball away, because it was a really nice pass.
Colson Reams back to return, and Republic County kicks it high and right to Colson Reams. They're not doing a good job, because you want to kick it to the near sideline, kick it away from Reams. They do. Reams is going to pick it up. Oh, and then he slips and falls down around the 7-yard line. If he could have kept his feet, who knows what he could have done with that. We've seen Colson take it to the house many times before. So Beloit leads 8-0 with 2:18 to play in the first quarter. Beloit shared the league title a year ago with Minneapolis and Southeast Saline. All 3 teams had a league loss. Of course, Beloit a year ago 6-4 and lost the first round of the playoffs at Minneapolis. And Republic County trying to maybe be the Minneapolis of this year. That would be saying a lot. Minneapolis made it to the state quarters last year in 3A, but Republic County off to an early 2-1 start. Beloit 3-0, 1st and 10 from the 7. Inside flip, it goes to Reams, dives forward to the 10. Tackle made there by Republic County's number 55, Harlan Reed, a junior. Gain of 3 for Colson Reams. You know, one thing we were talking about earlier in the broadcast was we've seen this from year to year, where a team could have really a bad year before or a couple of bad years. But once they get off to a good start, it's amazing how the season can go for them.
Confidence. I mean, I've been going to lots of volleyball, and volleyball is all about momentum.
Yeah.
You build a little bit of momentum, the kids get fired up.
2nd down and 7. They go to Noah Smith, and Noah running left, breaks a couple of tackles, finally brought down to the turf at the 15. Well, it was a hard run by Noah Smith, picks up 5, 3rd down and 2.
And, you know, we talk about the balance and versatility of an offense. And some people will say, well, Beloit's not balanced on offense. They most certainly are.
Yeah.
They've gone wide left. They've gone wide right. They've got the fullback up the middle. They got off tackle. They got counters, double handoffs. In about 15 plays, they've run a lot of different stuff, really stretching the field laterally.
3rd down and 2 at the 15 for Beloit. They need to make it to the 17 to keep the drive alive unless they go for it. Here's the run wide. This is Reams. Oh, great job by Republic County's defense. Dion Dyke shoots through on the outside. Also there was Cromwell, and they string out Reams, and Colson could never turn it upfield. And it's a loss of 1. It'll be 4th and 3 at the 14. Actually, a loss of 2. It'll be 4th and 4 at the 13.
Well, this is when it's big for Beloit. You think that probably going to be a punt because someone's, you know, you got a couple new guys going in and out. But you never know, especially last week when you try to punt and you don't get it off.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's really risky when your defense is doing a good job and you're inside your own 15-yard line.
Republic County isn't buying punt. They have nobody.
Nobody's even back.
Nope. And
why would they be?
Why would you be? 4th down and 4 at the 13. Good snap. Here is the kick by Ryan Jackson, and it is sideways and hits the 3rd lane in the track. So not a good punt. And the official here on the near side in front of the Beloit coaching staff and team will mark it at the 28. So Beloit will start, or excuse me, Republic County will start at the Beloit 28. Goes down as a 15-yard punt for Jackson. You were talking about balance. How about this? Colson Reams, 319 yards rushing coming in tonight. Jace Adams, 302. Caden Cox, 289. That's pretty good balance.
Yeah, I had seen that when it was in this line of paper. That's what the stats were.
So Beloit, 3 and out. Republic County takes over. This is Alsman upended. Good play there. Hitting him low was Cadron Cox. Also shooting through was Noah Smith. It's a gain of 2, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. A competitive first quarter. Beloit 8, Republic County nothing. Back in 1 minute on Z96.3 The Lake.
Now you can carry your bank with you with mobile banking. Do your banking on the go with First National Bank of Beloit. With convenient and secure access to your accounts, mobile banking lets you view account balances and transactions, make transfers between accounts, and make bill payments. And it's so simple to sign up with First National Bank from your mobile device. To learn more about mobile banking, call or stop by First National Bank Beloit, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Careers Auto Parts is your local CarQuest shopper in Beloit. Careers has great savings now, including a Stemco cast aluminum hubcap for $11.34, and your choice of Chevron-style rubber mud flaps starting at $6.99 each. Careers also has Tech 3-ton ratcheting jack stands for $49.99 and a Legacy Flexzilla air hose for $44.99. Check out all these great savings and much more now at Careers Auto Parts, your local CarQuest shopper in Beloit, serving Beloit and Northville, Kansas for half a century.
Welcome back to Trojan Field in Beloit. Wade Gershner, Todd Clover with you, along with studio engineer Jolie Sullivan. Beloit leading 8-0 at the end of one quarter. Beloit a 12-play, 75-yard drive. Republic County, no great field position after a short punt by Beloit after a 3-and-out. And so Republic County has the football. 2nd down and 7 at the Trojan 25. We flip ends. Republic County moving to our left. Here's the handoff and low in the shoulder. Trying to deliver a blow instead of the defense of Beloit delivered the hard hit as Trevor Lowell, who's not very tall, maybe 5'6", 140. He stopped immediately by Hunter Budke. Also Cadron Cox, no gain, and brings up 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7, and running off that left side again. They're obviously going to continue to run behind the strength of that offensive line and the size on their offensive left side.
So 3rd down and 7 for the Buffs at the 25. Toss play left. Alsman looking for some blocking. Now a quick move, and Beloit is there to wrap him up. Colson Reams with a nice tackle. Also assisting on the play for Beloit was Braden Kahn, a sophomore who's played well this year.
Yeah, and that's not going to work. The toss play to the outside against the quickness to Beloit. I'm just being honest here, and I'm sure Republic County coaches are going to figure out, because you know sometimes you got your whole playbook and you think you got to run everything, but you have to adjust during the ball game, and that's what coaches do. You say, okay, this just isn't working against their quickness.
Big play call for the Buffaloes here. 4th and 5 at the Beloit 23. Play action. Coleman the throw. He's sacked. Taken down. Jared Aerosmith delivering with the hammer, drops him at the 30. It's a loss of 10. Turnover on down.
Wade, it's never good as a quarterback when you do your 7-step drop, and when you plant that 7th step and go to look down the field, and before you even get your head up to look downfield, someone plants you on your back. Absolutely no chance for the quarterback on the play to even see if anybody is open.
Officially a loss of 7 from the 23 to the 30, so Beloit takes over. Republic County got it down the Beloit 25, turned it over first drive. That time they get to the Beloit 23 and then turn it over on downs. And a nice play made by Jared Ellismith with the sack. 1st and 10 for Beloit. Here's a double handoff, and there's room. Here's Jace Adams, breaks free, has Nicholas Hansen in front of him. Jace is gone, perhaps. Oh, what a block by Nicholas Hansen on Dion Dyke. Lit him up like a Christmas tree, and Jace Adams runs it in from 70 yards out. Wow, Mr. Dyke is going to have a headache for a while after that one. 6'4", 237-pound foreign exchange student from Germany, Nicholas Hansen, delivering and lowering the boom on Dion Dyke, and it was a clean block. And Jace Adams, I don't know if he needed a block, but it certainly didn't hurt because Dyke was the only one that could catch him.
Well, there was speed. It's probably going to run him down.
Adams gets it all the way to the end zone.
So you can make the executive decision since you're the boss. Can we mark that down as a block of the game?
You think that might just go?
I tell you what, if something beats that, I want to make sure I see it.
If that
How about the block of the year?
If that is beaten, it's going to take a heck of an effort. Wow, what a block by Hansen. Beloit will go for 2, 14-0. It's the give to Cadron Cox, and Cox is stopped at the 1. 2-point conversion fails. So 10:36 to go in the first half. Jace Adams with a 70-yard run on the double handoff, and Nicholas Hansen with perhaps the block of the season here in week 4. The good thing for Dion Dyke, he popped back up and he's okay. But when 6'4", 237 hits 116 pounds in full force, it looks like a train wreck. 14-0 Beloit, back in 30 seconds on Z96.3 The Lake.
Agmark LLC is offering price letter contracts on all fall crops at all locations.
Wow.
Soybeans and sunflowers will be accepted as cash contract or price letter only. Open storage is available for corn at all locations and for milo at all locations except Concordia. Call Agmark to learn more about marketing alternatives tailored to fit your farming operation at 888-848-9979 or visit agmarkllc.com. Also, don't forget to like them on Facebook, follow them on Twitter for current harvest information, Agmark LLC.
Well, it's funny. When Jared Aerosmith had the sack, I said he brought the hammer. Well, that block by Hansen, that's the sledgehammer.
Sledgehammer, yes.
Sledgehammer, remember that song? Holy cow. I think we probably already have the block of the game wrapped up by H&R Block and Beloit. Never settle for less. Nicholas Hansen with a terrific block, and that squashed any chance of Dion Dyke catching Mr. Adams, who goes 70 yards to pay dirt, and Beloit now leads 14-0. Noah Smith to kick it away from the 40, from left to right. This time he boots it fairly deep. It is taken by Alsman. They fake the reverse. He's going far side at the 25 and wrestled to the turf at the 31, maybe the 32. Ryan Jackson over there and also in on the stop for Beloit special teams play. Let's see who comes out of that one. It looks like 36 for Beloit. That would be Zach Meyer, a freshman, doing a nice job on special teams. Also out there at Trayton Post. Well, Republic County had a nice drive. They're at the 23. They have to turn it over on downs at the 30, and Beloit makes them pay quickly, and they lead 14-0. Clifton Clyde leading 8-0 into the first against Lakeside. That's over in downs on Katy Country 94. And St. John's Tipton is trailing Pike Valley 10-6.
Good discipline on that coverage. Everybody stayed in their lanes.
They did. So 1st and 10 for Republic County. They mark at the 33. Coleman has it, now flips it to the right side. This is Lowell, and Lowell pushed out of bounds at the 35. It's a gain of 2 as Jared Aerosmith able to stretch out the running back. Also on the far side, in on the stop for Beloit, Nicholas Hansen and Cadron Cox.
And that was a play to the outside again. I really want to see if Republic County is going to get back to try and pounding the ball straight ahead. Not that they might have great success at that, but it's got to be better than trying to go laterally against this quick Trojan defense.
They ran wide, but they ran it to the short side of the field. 2nd down and 8. Here's the give to Alsman, and Colson Reams with run support there to stop him cold in his tracks. A gain of a half a yard, 1 yard at the most, and brings up 3rd down and long. And you certainly do feel that Republic County is going to get anything done offensively tonight. You're going to have to connect on a couple of pass plays. Beloit's been a little bit vulnerable in that area. Gave a couple long pass plays to Ellsworth a few weeks ago.
But if you have no time to throw it,
that's true.
It's the best pass defense there is.
Well,
it's not like they didn't try.
But you don't want to be an obvious passing situation.
That's exactly right. Play action on 1st down maybe.
3rd down and 7. Split backfield. Receiver wide right. Coleman is being chased from behind by a buck. He can't get to him. Lobs it out deep down the field. Incomplete. Trying to go for Stent. Good coverage by Reams. Also Noah Smith, Ryan Jackson on the coverage. 4th down and punt formation Republic County. 14-0 Beloit, 9:23 to go first half.
Well, what really hurt Republic County, besides the initial drive where they got down to pretty close into scoring position, and then you turn it over with a fumble on the early down in the set of downs, and then you get a really short punt and take over at the 28-yard line, and you only pick up 5 yards and turn it over on downs on the sack. So good job defensively by Beloit.
4th down and 7. Beloit defense has been solid all year long. They really played well last week against Sacred Heart. Here's the punt, end over end kick. See if Reams can take it on a bounce. And he will at the 27. Cuts back, dives forward to the 31. That's where the Trojans will begin. Open field tackle made on the far sideline by Ashton Holmes for Republic County. Actually, that's Harlan Reed, number 55, with the special teams tackle. So now, here's the question. Republic County, they really haven't been in a situation where it's pretty competitive in a second quarter against Beloit over the years. But now, do you start to hang your head a little bit, knowing that Beloit now up 2 scores and they have the ball?
I think you've had a couple chances to score, so Republic County, I think, with their new attitude, is going to be fine for a while. We'll see how this drive goes.
1st and 10 to 31. It's a sweep, running right. This is Adams, gets around the corner. Good block by Cadron Cox. Adams dives forward, fumbles it, but out of bounds. And it's a gain to the 46, pick up a 15 for Jace Adams. Adams, 133 yards on 6 carries, ran for 1,500 a year ago.
Wade, that's the 3rd time I've seen on a wide play the corners come to the inside. It's a discipline thing. You're the outside. That means your containment. Your outside arm has to stay free. You can come up and deliver a blow with your inside arm, keep the outside arm free. When you just go inside the blocker, it's to the outside because all your help's on the inside. As I always tell Dusty, the only people who can tackle them on the outside is the cheerleaders, and they're not suited up. Got to keep your containment.
First down, 10 to 46. Little double handoff. Beloit fumbles the football. It's loose, and Republic County says they have it. Beloit says they do, and Beloit does have it back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 on the play as they tried the double handoff that really didn't work too well earlier in the game. And you've talked about it before. The key to that play is you have to have great protection up front.
Yeah, you have to, but that was actually the initial handoff. Didn't even get the first one, and then back falls on it that was going to get the second handoff. And by the way, there's a good game going on up to Scandia, 10-6 into the first quarter. And St. John's Tipton, I've seen all three of their games. They've played really good defense this year, and you knew they were going to have their hands full tonight. So two good football games for Beloit teams tonight.
Second down and 13 for the Trojans at their own 43, and they go to Reams, breaks one tackle, but not a second. Boy, nice job. Coming up was Tucker Allen to make the stop on Reams, and Colson really hasn't been able to get going thus far, but all it takes is one play, just like we saw Jace Adams earlier. It's a gain of just one. Colson Reams, 10 carries, 26 yards. Jace Adams, 6 for 133 and a touchdown from 70 with 7:40 to go first half. Beloit leads 14-zip.
Well, that's why you keep giving Reams the ball, because eventually, he's not your 3 or 4 yard guy. He might be, he's like the Barry Sanders.
Yeah.
He might lose 2, but he might get 70 on the next one.
Third down and 12 at the 44 out of the double wing attack. Here's the give to the fullback Cox, and he has a lot of room. And he has blockers. Reams on the block, and Cox accelerates. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Cadron Cox, a 56-yard touchdown jaunt. Nice block downfield by Colson Reams. And Beloit was saving that one. They've been running wide, trying to double handoff, and then boom. The quick hitter up the middle with Cadron Cox, who has pretty good speed for a fullback. 56-yard run for Cadron. And his second rushing touchdown of the evening, and that is his 7th of the season. And Beloit now leading 20-0 with 7:17 to go in the first half.
Yeah, you like to give the back credit for the run, but Cadron will say, hey, that was all my line. The only person that I had a problem with was my lineman that didn't have anybody to block, and I kind of bounced off of him. That's good blocking.
You are right about that. Here's Jackson, play action, rolls left, thinking about throwing, now does, and it's batted away by Cromwell. 2-point conversion fails. Logan Cadle was the person you're referring to, number 54, the right tackle, was looking for somebody to hit.
And there's nobody around.
There's nobody to block.
Everybody else had blocked so well.
That was terrific. 20-0 Trojans, back in 1 minute on Z96.3 The Lake.
Your tire headquarters is Thompson's OK Tire in Beloit. For light truck to car to tractor, if it's a tire you need or if it's tire related, like balancing or repair, stop by Thompson Tire. Plus, they can align your car's front end and save the life of your existing tires. For new tires and wheels, see the staff at Thompson's OK Tire in Beloit, a proud supporter of the Beloit Trojans and the St. John's Tipton Blue Jays. Wishing them good luck this season.
Farmway Co-op, your partner in growth, for a century of serving you. Built on pride in everything we do. Agriculture and farm, we're working hand in hand. Looking to the future across this great land. It's where you belong. FarmwayCoop.com. Farmway Co-op, your partner in growth.
Wade Gersher, Todd Clover back with you, along with studio engineer Jolie Sullivan from Trojan Field in Beloit. Your homecoming king, Evan Brandt, and your homecoming queen, Remy Behrens. And right now, Beloit, the kings of the field. They lead 20-0, 7:17 to go, second quarter. Cadron Cox, the most recent touchdown, a 56-yard scamper. And as Todd mentioned, terrific blocking up front. Cadron had a run 2 weeks ago at Ellsworth that you and I could have run through and maybe scored a touchdown.
Well, that's an exaggeration,
I
at
said
least
may.
my end of it.
I said may. That's the key word. Here's Alsman on the return on the squib kick up the middle. He's met by Nicholas Hansen and a host of Trojan players along with Jared Aerosmith, also their Trayton Post. And his forward progress stopped at the 23, and that's where the Buffaloes will begin. Beloit, their next action, they've got a big game coming up next week at Southeast Saline. That could be for the league title. Beloit, of course, has won the league title 5 straight years, won it outright 4 of those 5. Last year, they shared the title with Southeast Saline in Minneapolis. That'll be a tough game at Southeast next Friday. You can watch it live video stream at Nckssports.com.
You never go by comparative scores, but I think both teams have played Sacred Heart. Southeast didn't have any trouble, and we know what happened with Beloit last week, but Beloit will play better.
Here's a handoff to the fullback, right up the middle, and a good gain for the Buffaloes with the carry is Tucker Allen, gain of 4 yards to the 27.
We talked about executions, what we really wanted to see out of Beloit tonight. We've seen execution. I mean, there's been a couple things, the punt, about the main thing, but some of the PATs haven't been there like they want, a little slow in the execution in the passing game.
2nd and 7. Here's the give. It's to Alsman, and he had to make a quick shifty move to avoid the first tackler. Is coming through for Beloit. Cadron Cox almost tripped him up for a loss. Instead, he got by Cadron and dove forward to the 29-yard line, a gain of 3, made something out of nothing.
You really noticed in the lateral quickness defensively, getting off blocks, beating people to spots. That's so impressive with Beloit defensively with what I'm seeing. I just really didn't know what they would be like defensively, and just so impressed with the quickness.
And Republic County has good size up front. 3rd down and 4 at the 29. Here's the give, and nothing there at all. Tucker Allen has nowhere to go. As coming through, Braden Kahn got into the backfield, disrupted the play, and then the tackle made there. Cadron Cox also over there. Blaine Burks from his linebacker position. They give him a gain of a yard for Allen. And so it brings up 4th down and 4 with under 6 minutes to play first half. Beloit leading 20-zip.
Colson won't have a problem with my comparison of him and Barry Sanders, will he?
I think he would love that comparison. The problem is Colson's so
might
young,
not be old enough.
He
I know.
might not know who Barry Sanders is.
Yeah, I have to keep remembering that. I think Barry just played a few years ago, but it's been a while since he played. I think I remember an '88 game he played for Oklahoma State. '88 was a few years ago. How old would have Colson been in '88?
He wouldn't have been born. Yes. Timeout call, Republic County. We'll take one as well. 4th and 3 coming up for the Buffaloes. Beloit leads 20-0. Back in 1 minute on Z96.3 The Lake.
Farmway Credit Union now offers e-statement, a simple and fast way to get your monthly or quarterly statement. It's the information you need at your fingertips. Members simply log on at farmwaycu.com, select View Statements and Forms, and sign up. It's that easy. Need help? Contact our offices in Beloit, Lincoln, Mankato, or Osborne. Farmway Credit Union, if you're a member, you're an owner.
What's connected to the internet in your home? Computers, laptops, tablets, smartphones, HD TVs, Blu-ray players, video game consoles, streaming media set-tops? There's probably a few you've forgotten about. With all those internet-connected devices, you need Cunningham Telephone and Cable's fastest internet available. Our customer service representatives will assist you in getting the best internet package for all your devices. Call your local office in Concordia, Beloit, Belleville, or Glen Elder to upgrade your internet service. Cunningham Telephone and Cable. Connect with us.
Welcome back. 20-0 Beloit. Republic County will go for it. 4th and 3 at their own 30 after the timeout. This is a quarterback draw right up the middle by Coleman, and he has the first down to the 34. Needed 3. He's able to pick up 4. Took a step back. Just a quarterback draw. And a nice job inside by that offensive line. Brett Stent, the center, Ashton Holmes, and Harlan Reed, the guards, open up just enough of a hole.
And that's where they're going to have the most success.
Yep.
Straight ahead. That's what you're going to have to do is power plays off tackle, few quick counter plays, and just straight ahead. As I've mentioned numerous times, the lateral plays are nothing to maybe 1 or 2 yards at best. 1st and 10 at the 34 for Republic County. Beloit up 20-0. Here comes a blitz. Cox coming through. Now Coleman back to pass. Cox wraps him up along with Jared Aerosmith. Also coming in, River Paul. Aerosmith will get credit for half a sack. Cox will get half a sack. And Jared Aerosmith now with a sack and a half on defense. But it was Cox coming through on the blitz that really messed up everything in the backfield of Republic County. It's a loss back to the 32. Yeah, he beat the quarterback to his drop again. And that's just a disaster for your offensive passing game when the defensive pass rushers are getting to your spot before you do. Because when you get to your spot, you still have to find receivers and get rid of the ball, but you're not even setting that back foot and able to throw, and you already have people pushing you off your spot.
Pike Valley leading St. John's Tipton 18-6. 2nd and 12. Coleman, handoff. Oh, Aerosmith hit him initially. Breaks free, and now Lowell's off. 40, 45. Reeves trying to track him down. Lowell holding on to the ball at the 30, now at the 20, and finally knocked out of bounds by Colson Reeves. Boy, that looked like, I called it running back like Lowell back at B&B High School. I called him Mighty Mouse. Lowell came through. Aerosmith hit him hard, but he bounced right off of Aerosmith, and then you couldn't see him, and he squirt free all the way down to the Beloit 12-yard line. Big-time gain from the 31, 19 and 38, 57-yard run.
And Colson did not have the angle. That was just about speed.
Great speed.
Colson had more speed on that play and came all the way across the field.
So Lowell with a big run for Republic County. Once again, they're in business inside the 20, 1st and 10 to 12, and it goes to Alsman. He's hit and dropped immediately at the 10. It's a gain of 2. Hanson over there on that side of the defensive line. Braden Kahn, the sophomore. River Paul getting the start of defensive tackle, a freshman.
Well, this is huge. It's 20-0 here with 4 minutes to go in the first half with the Trojans with the lead. Obviously, Republic County, you had mentioned before that last drive, what's Republic County going to do? Well, they didn't do what they needed to do defensively, but they're responding here with the big offensive play. But can they punch it in?
2nd down and 8 at the Beloit 10 for Republic County. Buff's trying to get on the board. Here's a toss play. It goes to Alsman, running left, tries to bounce the outside, gets around the corner, but saving a touchdown is Cadron Cox at the 6-yard line. It's a gain of 4, brings up 3rd down and 3, and that's probably the best run they've had to the outside.
It's the best run they've had, and it wasn't blocked, though. It was just lack of containment by the contained man. Really the first blown assignment. The big run-and play wasn't a blown assignment. It was actually a 2-yard loss.
Yeah.
It was great defense, just wasn't an executed tackle. That's really the first blown assignment I've seen defensively in almost a whole half of football. So great defense so far.
3rd down and a long 3 at the 6 for Republic County out of the wishbone set. Here's the give. It's the fullback, Allen. He breaks a tackle, and he dives in for a touchdown. So on that drive, some missed tackles costing the Beloit Trojan defense. And with 3:01 to go in the first half, it's Beloit 20, Republic County 6, a 6-yard run for Tucker Allen, the fullback.
Yeah, and what did we see on that play? Other than the one play to the outside, it was all straight ahead, straight ahead, straight ahead, and then the missed assignment on the play to the outside. So I think Republic County's starting to figure out what they can do offensively to have a little bit more success.
Zach Meyer coming in the ballgame defensively. Nicholas Hansen will come out. So Republic County desperately needed a touchdown drive, and they get it. Now Coleman, quarterback draw. This time Beloit's not full. Blaine Burks, the linebacker, a sophomore, comes through, makes the initial contact. 2-point conversion fails, but the Buffaloes have cut the lead to 14. It's Beloit 20, Republic County 6, 3:01 to go before halftime. Back in 1 minute on Z96.3 The Lake.
S&S Drug connects you with a great pharmacy staff who lives in the communities we serve. Our professional and friendly pharmacists can answer any questions you have concerning prescriptions, over-the-counter products, and many home health products and services. We take great pride in our company motto, let our family help your family. S&S Drug in downtown Beloit.
Helping to keep you healthier longer. S&S Home Health Supplies and S&S Drug.
Simpson Farm Enterprises and Hayes Ransom Great Bend in Beloit has a new line of self-propelled sprayers that allow you to take full control of your spraying schedule. New Guardian sprayers from New Holland offer the industry's highest horsepower, largest tank size, smoothest suspension, highest ground clearance, and tightest turning radius, so you can protect more acres per hour for maximum productivity. Choose from 3 front boom models and 2 rear boom models. Visit Simpson Farm Enterprises in Hayes, Ransom, Great Bend, and Beloit today and learn more about the new Guardian sprayers from New Holland.
Republic County with a 9-play, 77-yard drive. The key play, well, they converted a 4th and 3 with a quarterback draw for 4 yards. And then Trevor Lowell, bouncing off a tackle, went 57 yards down to the Beloit 13. A few plays later, Tucker Allen runs it in from 6 yards out right up the middle of the Beloit defense. 2-point conversion fails. Beloit leads 20-6. Clifton Clyde shutting out Lakeside 22-0 in the second quarter. That's on Katy Country 94. Dusty with a call from downs. And 18-6, Pike Valley leading St. John's Tipton. Here's a squib kick. It is taken on the left side and breaking free. This is Noah Smith. He's at the 40 and just tripped up. Saving a touchdown was Justin Stent, number 3 for Republic County. Great effort. Noah Smith, nice return back to the Buffalo 31-yard line. So we talk about how Beloit doesn't usually like to kick it deep. Beloit has the luxury of having a guy like Noah Smith, athletic enough, not even way deep. He's up a little bit. Even you squib it, he can take it back.
Yeah, and sometimes what you do is you can switch your guys. You know, put your better return man up is another option you have. And just because, but like you say, when you got 3 or 4 guys that you want to have the hands on the ball, you got to kick it to somebody.
First down and 10 for the Trojans in business at the Buffalo 31, moving to our right. Jackson wants to throw. He throws short, wide open in the flat. This is Hunter Butke. Butke runs over a defender and nearly scores. He's nudged out of bounds at the 6. Gain of 25. Alsman saving a touchdown. Cromwell also there.
That's how you run the football after you catch it.
Yes.
Very nice, well-designed play. It's the rollout. It's a run-pass option. We've seen that play from Beloit a lot over the years. You got a tight end deep. You got a tight end dragging in the flat. As a quarterback, you take the easy throw. You get an athlete in the open field in Hunter, and he makes big yards after the catch.
How demoralizing would this be? It took them a while. Republic County 9 plays ago score, and Beloit could answer in just a few seconds. Here's the handoff. It goes to Adams, and he's in, standing up from 7 yards out. 24-yard pass to Hunter Butke, 7-yard run by Jace Adams, and just like that, Beloit's up 26-6. 2:41 to go before intermission. Jace Adams, his 2nd rushing touchdown of the night. He now has 140 yards rushing, and it's his 5th touchdown of the year.
And it was 12 seconds.
12 seconds. Wow. That's just going to be tough. You work so hard, go down the field, you have to convert a 4th and 3. and you finally get into the inside the 20. You finally take advantage of good field position, and then you turn around and Beloit goes right down.
Let's talk about the play call. Play action pass. Do you think Republic County was thinking of that?
On first down.
That was a great call.
Yeah, it was. Beloit goes for 2. Here's Jackson, quarterback spinner, rolling right. It's a run all the way. He dives, and the junior stopped at the 1 by Michael Cottonmeyer, the 295-pound junior. 2:41 to go before half. It's Beloit 26, Republic County 6. Back in 1 minute. This is Trojan football on Z96.3 The Lake, and live video stream at Nckssports.com.
Here's to the good life. It's time for the better home equity line. The home equity line from Central National Bank. A low fixed rate, flexible payment plan, fast approval and closing. The home equity line from Central National Bank. It's time for the better home equity line. It's Central Time.
Central National Bank, money for life.
Member FDIC and your hometown. Since 1884, equal housing lender.
Central National Bank, Beloit, Tipton, and Glen Elder.
New things are cooking at the Banner. Come in or drive through and try our new fish and chips or steak finger basket. Try our new stuffed spuds, a delicious tater with a spicy cheese center. We serve breakfast daily. Pancakes, eggs, bacon, sausage, omelets, you name it, we got it. Don't forget our delicious fried chicken dinners on Sunday. That's at the Banner Restaurant, corner of 8th and Bell, Beloit. New hours, 6 to 2, Monday through Saturday, and 7 to 2 on Sunday.
Beloit leads 26-6. Here's the squibber right up the middle of the field. And on a hop, picking it up. And this is Alsman, their best offensive player, and tackled there on the play by the Trojan Special Teams unit. Colson Reams, Zach Meyer came through there as well. And Republic County will start at their own 35-yard line. Plenty of time for the Buffalo offense, 2:36, and they do have a couple of timeouts to work with. This Beloit coaching staff, you know, it's a little bit different this year. You got Matt T-Roth back on the staff, and certainly Kevin Harris, defensive coach, coordinator. Greg Coyne, the head coach, his 10th year, but Greg Inns comes over to help with the offense from Newton, and Nate Nas coming down from Lincoln, former Beloit High Trojan, now back with the Beloit High School, and so far they're doing a nice job. Here's a pass right side. It is caught by Lowell. Lowell sheds one tackler, still on his feet, and all the way into Trojan territory at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 19, and Lowell probably wasn't really much into the scouting report looking at all of that information before the game tonight, but he's been their best bet.
Yeah, and that's he's hard to tackle.
Yeah.
You know, not a lot of weight there, but sometimes that low center of gravity and strong legs, you know, you just don't have much to hit, and he gets underneath you, and that's that pattern you see out of trips, and they drag the receiver underneath, and it's wide open.
Gain of 19, first pass completion of the night for Trey Coleman, the quarterback. Here's the give to Alsman, running left to the 43. Tackle made by the Trojans. As Braden Kahn there, but it was Noah Smith that was able to trip him up for a short gain. 2 minutes to go before half. 26-6 Beloit, second down and 7.
Yeah, and Republic County, unless they hit some big play here, is going to have to pick up the pace. Yeah. There was an injured player that's slowed them up here, but you're going to have to get in and out of the huddle. You still got 43 yards to go, and we're at 1:45 in the half.
They're taking their time right now. Right. Depending on what they do on this play, they might call a timeout right after it. Trips to the far side. Coleman back to throw, running out of time. Breaks away. Now he's going to run. No containment. 35, 30, Trojan 25, down to the 20. Now they should call a timeout. It's a gain of 23 for Trey Coleman as Beloit coming off the edge, and he just stepped up.
Missed tackle.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a clean shot, unblocked defensive end. The clock does stop here with the first down, so we'll see with 1:26 to go. So this is the time if you can go quick, and you can see they're trying to get in and out a little bit quicker here with the clock stopped because of the first down, but now it's going.
Justin Stent is in offensively. Dion Dyke will be lined up in the slot. He's a slot receiver normally for Republic County. Minute 17 to go, first half. First and 10 at the 20 for Republic County. Trips right. In the slot is Dyke. Stent also wide right, and Lowell. Looks like man-to-man coverage by Beloit. Coleman wants to throw, and well short. Being pressured, Nicholas Hansen, Hunter Butke off the ends, and also coming through was linebacker Blaine Burks. And he just gets rid of it. Not a bad decision. Live to fight another day. Second down and 10.
Same pattern that they picked up big yards. Difference is Beloit had seen it.
Yes.
You got the split end. The two guys on the inside in the slot go deep, and then you drag them underneath, and you kind of get a pick play on the guy that's trying to guard the outside guy. And the corner says, I've seen this before, and I'm going to get there before you get in my way, and it wasn't even open.
Tucker Allen Back into the ball game. Lowell is the left tailback. Alsman the right tailback. Coleman turns. He hands it off to Lowell. He is dropped immediately. Shooting through is Blaine Burke, sophomore linebacker. Also on the tackle was Hunter Butke. No gain on the play. Brings up third down, and the Buffalo's not calling a timeout.
Not calling a timeout. It's going to be a big down here. Third down, 20-yard line, but right out of the huddle with 48 seconds.
Coleman surveys the defense. Popelka is the tight end left side. A double wing look. Coleman being blitzed. He fires deep down the field in the end zone, and Popelka was turned to his left shoulder. The throw was over his right shoulder, too far ahead of him. Incomplete, brings up fourth down.
What you're seeing is the timing is off in their passing game. Why? Because when the pressure's getting to you before you even get your feet set, it didn't that time. The line did their job. He had his time. But as a quarterback, when you think I'm going to get hit, you're going to rush it. The ball was thrown, and the receiver ran several steps before he ever turned around. The ball actually lit behind the receiver before he ever even turned around to look. You just are not going to have that much time. Receivers have to know you got to get your head around quicker.
Sometimes you have happy feet when you feel pressure a lot.
But when you get hit 2 or 3 times in a row, it happens.
Fourth down and 10 at the 20. Double tight end set. Coleman rolls right. They want to set up a throwback screen, and Popelka slipped. And the pressure from Hansen and Butke, and Coleman threw it over the head of Popelka. I don't even know if Popelka catches that, if he could do anything with it, because he would need to go 15 yards. He would have caught it at the 25. So a turnover and downs. And 4 times tonight, Republic County has been at the Beloit 25 or inside the 25, and only once have they scored.
Yeah, and that comes from the standpoint is you're just not consistent with your running game. And really the time they did stick it in there is when they kind of went straight ahead. But on that drive, too, Beloit had a bust on keeping containment, and they had a bust on a tackle. The big play on that drive was actually a 2-yard loss. The way the defense had it played, just didn't make the tackle. So very solid defense by Beloit tonight.
First and 10 for the Trojans. They'll start at their own 20. And we know Beloit's capable of scoring in 31 seconds. It took them just 12 on their last drive. Double wing attack. Cox is the fullback. In motion is Reams. He gets it on the sweep right to the left side. Cox with a kick out block. Reams stays on his feet. Very shifty, and then wisely gets out of bounds with a gain of 7, close to 8. And so that stops the clock with 22 seconds. Beloit still has all 3 timeouts remaining.
Well, it's just a good call. I don't want to bring this up, but it was like the Chiefs at the end of the game. You give your good back a chance to maybe pop one to the outside. You don't expect him to fumble it for a game-losing touchdown.
Right.
And that's the same situation there. You give Colson the ball wide, he gets the corner, maybe you get 20, 30 yards, and then you're still going to have 20 seconds to try and get something to happen, or he goes all the way.
Picks up 8, 2nd and 2. Beloit still has the 3 timeouts, leading 26-6. Here's the double handoff. He knew it was coming. Here's Adams, spins out, but then is drilled by Cromwell at the 30. It should be a first down. It is, and Beloit will call a timeout.
Yeah, you call the timeout because you know that you have the chance to go all the way. You've seen some big plays. It's really been from the fullback in the passing game. It's been consistent yards from the wingbacks tonight.
You remember that commercial, Where's the Beef?
I do.
Republic County, where the beef is in the middle of their defensive line. Michael Cottenmeyer, 295, a junior, and now Justice Simmons, who didn't start on the defensive line, 303-pound junior. That's 600 pounds of beef.
You lost me there. You said, "Where's the beef?" I thought you were bringing some burgers up at halftime. But yeah, I see where you're going with it now. Actually, I ate real well before the game, pizza and ice cream and cake, so I'm doing fine.
Well, that is one healthy, lean cuisine meal you had.
I thank Stacy for inviting me. I did well.
You're making me hungry. This is not very nice. And I see other people with the homemade ice cream. I think it was homemade ice cream they had. And that looked good, too. 18 seconds to go.
If I told you what kind of ice cream I had, you wouldn't be happy.
You're probably right. 18 seconds to go. Free? If it's free, that's my favorite kind. 18 seconds to go before halftime. So
what are you looking for here out of Beloit?
I'm thinking.
How about just a drag pattern and the end deep? Get Hunter out here in the flat. Hunter's already shown that he can run through people.
Could go a sweep here with Jace Adams running right. They've had success to the right.
How about fullback for 69 yards?
How about pick any of those plays? First and 10. And Jackson, he's going to throw. He sets up, throws over the middle, and it is, just
it's there for
past
6.
the outstripped fingertips of Reams at the Buffalo 40. Well, it was double coverage, and it was really a good throw by Jackson. Split the double coverage, but just over the head and fingertips of Reams. That would be a heck of a catch. And if he caught it, he'd been in stride.
Okay, you've gone wide. You got the corners going wide. You have seen pass to your wingback right down the middle. He has them split. Yeah. He's got a yard behind everybody. If the ball is a yard shorter, it's 6 points because they're not going to run him down. It was there. Nice call. Just missed on the throw and catch.
Second down and 10 for Beloit. 12 seconds to go. In motion is Reams. Jackson rolls. He wants to throw. He's going deep, looking for Hunter Butke. It's a good throw, and just off the fingertips of Butke. So close to completing the last 2 passes. Lowell, and actually that's Dyke and Alsman on the coverage, and Beloit has time for one more play.
Republic County, let's go into, people always say bad words about prevent defense. There's a reason you play prevent. You keep everything in front. The last 2 pass patterns, Beloit has been behind the defense now with 5 seconds to go from 70 yards out. People, back off, keep it in front, tackle, go to half.
Are you saying they're playing with fire?
I say that they do that one more time and they throw and catch. It's a touchdown for Beloit.
It'd be 32-6.
And they're still up.
Jackson, who's done a wonderful job at quarterback, first year as a quarterback at any level. It goes to Cox, the fullback, and he has room and tried to stay on his feet, could not with a bear crawl. Dykes able to trip him up, and that's the end of the first half. So Caden Cox is able to pick up 8 yards on the carry, and that brings us to halftime. Beloit 26, Republic County 6. Back with our John Francis LC halftime show after this 2-minute timeout. Back in 2 minutes on Z96.3 The Lake.
When our daughter started thinking about applying to colleges, she didn't want to go far from home, but we wanted her to experience college life. We wanted to give her the leg up that a college education can provide without the burden of debt. NCK Tech was the perfect fit. The hands-on education they provide allowed her to learn skills that will directly apply to her career choice. NCK Tech gave her the chance to receive a college education and a college experience while still being close to home.
Explore your options at ncktc.edu.
Join the patients who entrust their health care to Beloit Medical Center with the powerful tool of knowledge, the gentle hand of compassion, the listening ear of understanding. Physicians Craig Concannon, Jason Cheney, Martin Quinda, Chris Kemple, Carl Fugate, and Chris Morozis, nurse practitioner Carrie Adams, strive to provide quality health care for all patients, serving North Central Kansas patients with satellite offices in Copper City, Glasgow, and Downs. Beloit Medical Center, placing the care in health care.
As a parent, we all enjoy watching our kids participate in sports. Sometimes, however, athletic competition can take a physical toll. Pulled muscles, lower back pain, pinched nerves, and a long list of other ailments. That's where quality chiropractic care can make a difference. I suggest Dr. T.J. Owen at Meyer Chiropractic Clinic, PA in Beloit. We can even help that weekend warrior at your house when he overdoes it. We can't fix his golf swing, but we can help make it pain-free. Meyer Chiropractic Clinic, PA, 738-5353.
Since 1945, Sunflower has been the first and only choice for tillage tools. The best competitors can do is try to copy Sunflower. With BT corn and corn on corn, you better have a disc harrow that'll perform acre after acre. That's why you need Sunflower. Sunflower discs are America's #1 selling disc line. BT corn, corn on corn, Sunflower saw it coming. And Sunflower is ready. Get the original. There is only one. Sunflower.
See your Sunflower dealer for the true original and tillage tools.
And welcome back to the halftime show presented by your area Lennox dealer, John Francis LLC in Beloit, for super great service and for all your plumbing, heating, electrical, and air conditioning needs. Call John Francis, 738-2060 or 738-8801. Stay tuned for a block of the game brought to you by H&R Block in Beloit. As we'll reveal the block of the game, never settle for less. H&R Block in Beloit. We'll have our athlete of the game brought to you by Nckssports.com as well. We are at halftime, and Beloit leading on homecoming by a score of 26-6 over Republic County. And Republic County got the ball first, and they took it to the Beloit 25, fumbled it away. Beloit took over, 12-play, 75-yard drive that took over 5.5 minutes off the clock. Caden Cox, a 2-yard touchdown run. Ryan Jackson, a 2-point conversion pass to Hunter Butke. 5:22 to go in the first. Beloit led 8-0. That's where we stood going in the second half. And then Beloit, a one-play, can't really call it a drive, it's just a one-play quick hit. 70-yard run by Jace Adams and Nicholas Hansen with just an unbelievable block on Dion Dykes. Luckily, Dykes got up okay, but Nicholas Hansen with the sledgehammer on Dykes. And Adams might have scored without the block, but he definitely was going to score with the block. And Hansen did a good job getting in front of Dykes to make it a legal block, and the entire crowd gasped and couldn't believe what they saw. What a block by the foreign exchange student from Germany. Adams scored from 70, 2-point conversion failed, 14-0 Beloit. Beloit then would add to the lead as Republic County, they had 4 chances inside of Beloit 25 first half, only scored once. They were turned away. Beloit got the ball back, 4 plays, 69 yards. Caden Cox, the fullback, with a 56-yard touchdown run. 2-point conversion failed. It was 20-0 at that point. but Republic County would make it 20-6 as they go on a 9-play, 77-yard drive, and it was Tucker Allen with the 6-yard touchdown run. Key player there, a 4th and 3. It kept the drive alive on a quarterback draw for 4 yards from the 30 to the 34, and then Trevor Lowell, a 59-yard run for the Buffaloes. Set him up at the Beloit 13. A few plays later, Allen runs it in from 6 yards out. It was 20-6 Beloit at that point at the 3:01 mark of the second quarter. And then Beloit, it takes them just about 20 seconds after the kick return by Noah Smith puts them at the Republic County 31. 2 plays later, it was Hunter Butke, a 24-yard pass to move it to the 7. Jace Adams, a 7-yard run. Beloit 26-6, and that's where we stand at halftime. The Trojans, they are in control. The Republic County is certainly more competitive than they have been the last 7 times Beloit has met Republic County on the gridiron. Individual statistics, first for Republic County. They were led by Nick Alsman running the ball with 13 carries, 38 yards. Actually, Trevor Lowell had more rushing yards. He had that 57-yard run, 4 for 59. Trey Coleman, 6 carries for 24. Tucker Allen, 5 carries for 14 and a touchdown run. Trey Coleman throwing the pigskin, 1 of 6 for 19 yards. At a completion to Trevor Lowell. Beloit, meanwhile, led by Jace Adams, 8 carries, 142 yards, 2 touchdown runs of 70 and 7. Cadron Cox, 4 carries, 75 yards, touchdown runs of 2 and 56. Noah Smith, 2 carries for 8. Colson Reams has been bottled up so far, 11 carries for 34 yards. Ryan Jackson throwing the football, 1 of 3 for 24 yards, that to Hunter Butke. Rushing yardage, Beloit 259, Republic County 135. Passing yardage, Beloit 24, Republic County 19. Total yardage, Trojans 283, the Buffaloes 154. There was 1 turnover. Republic County turned that over on a fumble at the beginning of the game. Beloit turned that into points. And believe it or not, just 1 penalty entire first half. That was a hold early in the game on Beloit. That's it, the only penalty of the entire first half. And that makes for a quicker moving half when you don't have very many penalties.
First play of the game by Beloit.
That was it.
Call.
That was
First
it.
play, nothing since.
That was it. Beloit had a big sack. Actually had a couple sacks in that first half. Jared Aerosmith with a sack on a 4th down play. Turnover and downs Republic County. And then Cadron Cox and Jared Aerosmith teaming up for the other Trojan sack on defense. Beloit 26, Republic County 6. Back with more of our John Francis LLC halftime show in 2 minutes on Z96.3 The Lake and live video stream, Nckssports.com.
Cold and flu season and little kids. A good reason to have the air night, says ABC Learning Center Director Jolene Mick.
It used to be when one would get a cold, the whole place would get it. And now maybe one would have it. You might get a few that will have it, and if it goes through, it might go through that room, but it's not as bad. It doesn't last near as long. We don't have as much snotty nose. The winter before, we had the summer flu. We had snot all winter.
Your local air night dealer. Willow Springs Services in Beloit, 738-2474.
Check out these great businesses in Lincoln, Kansas today. S&S Auto Body, offering excellent collision repair and emergency towing service when your vehicle inconveniences you the most. Biggie Big's Pizza and Pub, open Thursday through Saturday nights. Biggie Big's is the place to go for delicious stone-baked pizza, Justin's famous cheese sticks, and ice-cold beer on tap.
Post Rock Motel, under new ownership. Stay the night at Post Rock Motel when you're making your way across the state on Highway 18 or cruising down Highway 14.
These great businesses and more, all in Lincoln.
The Star Bundles are back at Nextech by popular demand. For a limited time, get the Skinny with 20 meg internet and 25 TV channels for only $49 per month. Upgrade to the Grande and receive 20 meg internet and over 100 channels for $79. Nextech Star Bundles are delivered with the finest fiber technology, assuring you'll enjoy 5-star internet and TV with mind-blowing speeds up to 1 gig. Get your Nextech Star Bundle today and receive a 12-month price lock guarantee. Certain restrictions apply.
It's football season, and let's just say, sitting on the bleachers isn't always the most comfortable feeling. If you're experiencing back pain or anything else, then visit Ludwig Chiropractic in downtown Beloit. Dr. Jacob Ludwig and the crew are open the day after the game and from 1 to 8 on Mondays and from 8:30 to 5:30 Tuesday through Friday. Reach them at home or at the office to set up an appointment at 534-1544 or 738-7704. Ludwig Chiropractic, a proud supporter of high school football on Katy Country 94 and Z96.3 The Lake.
Welcome back to our halftime show, brought to you by John Francis LLC in Beloit. Coach Koenig's wife, Rhonda, just said, do you want ice cream? People that really know me know that's a simple answer to a very nice question, and I said absolutely, so I'll try to wolf that down. You already had ice cream before the game.
I had ice cream cake pizza, as I said. Stacy invited me over, and I ate, and I was just waiting for the homecoming ceremony in the ball game, and I've never turned down cake, ice cream, and pizza in my life.
Me neither.
Obviously.
I will say, if there's a longer commercial break during halftime, you know that's me trying to eat my ice cream. Speaking of homecoming, tonight, Evan Brandt was named the king, and Remy Barons the queen. That's your king and queen tonight. The rest of the homecoming royalty was Colson Riemann, Paige Hayflicker, Colson Reams, Kirsten Joy, Ocean Paul, Luke Hesting, Audrey Schamberg, and Carter Westling. Beloit leading at halftime over Republic County 26-6. We hope everybody's enjoying the game tonight on Z96.3 The Lake, but also our live video stream at Nckssports.com. Big thanks to all our sponsors who make that possible. And Mike Meyer done a great job filming it for us. You just got to go to Nckssports.com, click on the Beloit Trojan channel, and you can watch all of the Beloit Trojan football games this season from your home, your living room, on your smart TV, your tablet, your iPad, your smartphone, whatever the case may be. It's terrific technology, and thanks to all our sponsors for making it possible. Other games around the area tonight: St. John's Tipton at Pike Valley leading 24-12. Clifton Clyde leading Lakeside and Downs 22-0. That's on KD Country 94. Osborne at Lincoln tonight. Rock Hills at Wakefield. Thunder Ridge is at Trigo. Gossel is at Sylvan Lucas. Chase is at Lynn. Wilson is at Natoma. Tuscany is at Southern Cloud. Elsewhere in the NCAA tonight, Sacred Heart is at Ellsworth. Minneapolis at Russell. Southeast Saline at La Crosse. And the big game tonight, Norton at Smith Center in the Mid-Continent League. The Royals wrapped up their first division title in 30 years last night, and they had a good party, and all the starters pretty much rested tonight. The Royals maybe giving one away on, I don't know, you say giving away on purpose, but all the backups for the most part are in there. The Royals line up tonight: Gerard Dyson at center, Ben Zobrist at second, Alex Rios is batting third, Paulo Orlando playing left, he's batting fourth, Johnny Gomes the DH, Cuthbert's playing third, Cologne short, Butera playing first, and Francisco Pena is a catcher. The only starters: Rios in right, Zobrist at second. Everybody else apparently getting the night off. Edison Volquez has given up 2 homers. Royals trail the Indians 3-0 in the fourth. Blue Jays are winning, so Royals' home field advantage could be cut to 1, although I don't think the Royals are overly concerned about it, obviously.
That's not their normal lineup?
No, and they have no hits so far. So good night for
Carlos
Carrasco.
There's a reason they don't have any hits besides the new lineup.
And Carlos Carrasco is going, wow, this is a great opportunity to have a no-hitter. It's working out pretty good. So Royals trailing 3-0, but of course they're going to the postseason in the second straight year. 26-6, Beloit with the lead at halftime. Back after a 2.5-minute break. Back in 2.5 minutes on Z96.3 The Lake.
Confused over who to call to repair the storm damage to your home? Feeling pressured by out-of-town roofing companies? Call All Things Exterior, your local contractor serving north central Kansas for 33 years. There's no waiting with our 13 crews at All Things Exterior. Our experienced crews tackle everything from roofing to siding, windows, doors, and guttering. Call All Things Exterior today, 738-5015. That's 738-5015. Or see us in person on Highway 24. Just look for the wind generator.
This is John Fouts at Fouts Insurance, your local Allied agent in Beloit and Osborne. Why get insurance through Allied? Because we're there to help. We take the time to get to know you and help you select coverage that's just right for you. With insurance for auto, home, crop, life, and business, Fouts Insurance is always looking out for you. We've got the staff with the knowledge to help you with all your insurance needs. To find out more, call Fouts Insurance Agency, your local Allied agent with locations in Beloit and Osborne at 738-3558. That's 738-3558, or stop by and see us at 121 East Main. Fouts Insurance, proud supporter of all our local area sports teams.
Now you can carry your bank with you with mobile banking. Do your banking on the go with First National Bank of Beloit. With convenient and secure access to your accounts, mobile banking lets you view account balances and transactions, make transfers between accounts, and make bill payments. And it's so simple to sign up with First National Bank from your mobile device. To learn more about mobile banking, call or stop by First National Bank Beloit, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Cruz Auto Parts is your local CarQuest jobber in Beloit. Cruz has great deals now, including CarQuest antifreeze coolant concentrate for $11.99, and save $5 on 2 Blue Death, 2.5 gallons of diesel exhaust fluid. Also get a World American 30-30 brake chamber for $39.99, and Haldex remanufactured heavy-duty brake kits are just $49.74. Stop in and see our great deals now at Cruz Auto Parts, your local CarQuest jobber in Beloit. They've been serving North Central Kansas for half a century. Agmark LLC is offering price letter contracts on all fall crops at all locations. Soybeans and sunflowers will be accepted as cash contract or price later only. Open storage is available for corn at all locations and for milo at all locations except Concordia. Call Agmark to learn more about marketing alternatives tailored to fit your farming operation at 888-848-9979 or visit agmarkllc.com. Also, don't forget to like them on Facebook, follow them on Twitter for current harvest information, Agmark LLC.
And welcome back to our halftime show presented by your area Lennox dealer, John Francis LLC in Beloit. For super great service and for all your plumbing, heating, electrical, and air conditioning needs, call John Francis 738-2060 or 738-8801. If you want a copy of tonight's broadcast, you give us a call at station 545-3220. Next Friday, we'll have the Football Express brought to you by Cunningham Telephone Cable. At 5:40, we'll preview all the matchups of Week 5 already next Friday. Our games of the week next Friday, Lakeside at Osborne on KD Country 94, KDCountry94.com. Stafford at St. John's Tipton in Beloit. Note that game will be at 6 o'clock, so our pregame at 5:30 on Z96.3 The Lake. And, of course, at 10:05 tonight and every Friday night, it's the local high school scoreboard show brought to you by State Farm Insurance in Beloit. I have a score to report. You can text us 294-0295, 545-5819, or call the station 545-3220. Don't forget our high school football locker room chats every Wednesday and Thursday night. Dusty talks to the football coaches. On Wednesdays, Beloit, Osborne, Smith Center, Lincoln, Thunder Ridge. Thursdays, St. John's, Tipton, Lakeside, Rock Hills, and Sylvan Lucas. We'll be back with the second half. We're going to take a 3-minute timeout. Back in 3 minutes with the second half on Z96.3 The Lake. Beloit leading at the break 26-6.
Your tire headquarters is Thompson's OK Tire in Beloit. For light truck to car to tractor, if it's a tire you need or if it's tire related, like balancing or repair, stop by Thompson Tire. Plus, they can align your car's front end and save the life of your existing tires. For new tires and wheels, see the staff at Thompson's OK Tire in Beloit, a proud supporter of the Beloit Trojans and the St. John's Tipton Blue Jays. Wishing them good luck this season.
Farmway Co-op, your partner in growth, over a century of serving you, built on pride in everything we do, agriculture and farmway working hand in hand, looking to the future across this great land, it's where you belong, farmwaycoop.com, Farmway Co-op, your partner in growth.
Farmway Credit Union now offers e-statements, a simple and fast way to get your monthly or quarterly statement. It's the information you need at your fingertips. Members simply log on at farmwaycu.com, select View Statements and Forms, and sign up. It's that easy. Need help? Contact our offices in Beloit, Lincoln, Mankato, or Osborne. Farmway Credit Union, if you're a member, you're an owner.
Fast internet is good, but faster internet is great. You want the fastest internet available. Call Cunningham Telephone and Cable today to upgrade your existing Cunningham internet package. Not a Cunningham internet customer? Call one of our local offices in Beloit, Concordia, Belleville, or Glen Elder and get the blazing internet speed you need. Gamers love it. Stream online content in Ultra HD. Run all your internet-connected devices at the same time. Call Cunningham Telephone and Cable to upgrade today. Connect with us.
A few things about S&S Drug that you need to know. S&S Drug bills Medicare B for inhalation medication and diabetic supplies. S&S Drug delivers to Beloit, Cockress City, and Glen Elder for free. S&S Drug mails anywhere inside the United States for free. S&S Drug offers free vitamin D club for children ages 4 to 12. Just a few examples of how S&S Drug's family helps your family. S&S Drug in downtown Beloit.
Simpson Farm Enterprises in Hayes, Ransom, Great Bend, and Beloit has a new line of self-propelled sprayers that allow you to take full control of your spraying schedule. New Guardian sprayers from New Holland offer the industry's highest horsepower, largest tank size, smoothest suspension, highest ground clearance, and tightest turning radius, so you can protect more acres per hour for maximum productivity. Choose from 3 front boom models and 2 rear boom models. Visit Simpson Farm Enterprises in Hayes, Ransom, Great Bend, and Beloit today and learn more about the new Guardian sprayers from New Holland.
Welcome back. We are getting set for the second half. Republic County will kick it off. Beloit leading 26-6. Jolie's texting me, Smith Center beating Norton 21-2 at halftime. As here is the kickoff. It is taken by Beloit. On the return, this is Colson Reams. Breaks free, still on his feet, and finally out of bounds. Far side at about the 37-yard line. Southeast Saline all over La Crosse, 35-0. Sacred Heart leading Ellsworth 14-7. Russell leading Minneapolis 20-10. Clifton Clyde 30-0 over Lakeside. Pike Valley 24-12 at halftime over St. John's Tipton.
I really like that Sacred Heart game as my close game, but with the quarterback hurt, I just kind of stayed away from it. I got Norton making a comeback, maybe not for the win, but to tighten that thing up.
Well, yeah, because that's what you picked for closest game. It makes sense. I'm just hoping Osborne Lincoln's close. First down and 10 at the 37. Here's the give, running wide to the left. This is Reams trying to go around the corner, and boy, Dyke did a good job to string that out, and Colson did a good job just to get a few yards out of it as he ran out of real estate on the near side. He ends up picking up 6 on the play when it looked like nothing was there.
Yeah, the corner did a good job delivering the blow with his inside shoulder, but he got knocked down.
Yeah.
And then that's when he lost the containment, but then the corner drew it out long enough where the pursuit was able to get there to hold Colson from having a big gain, only getting 7 yards on the play.
Second down and 3 at the 44 for Beloit after the 7-yard pickup for Colson Reams. Here's the handoff, Cadron Cox, big hole, cuts back. Buffalo 40, 35-30. It's a foot race with Stint. Cadron stops and finally brought down by the shoulder pads by Stint all the way to the Buffalo 16-yard line. It's a gain on the play of 6, and then 40-yard pickup for Cadron Cox.
Yeah, 40 yards, and that's just huge when you can get the fullback up the middle, and he's 30-some yards downfield before he gets anybody even close to him, not even talking touched, before somebody finally makes the play. That's just a lot of credit to the guys up front.
So first down and 10 for Beloit at the Buffalo 15-yard line. Jackson under center. He fumbles the ball. It's loose, kicked around, and boy, the Buffaloes had a great chance to pick it up. Instead, finally Beloit corrals the loose pigskin. And it's all the way back at the 19-yard line as I believe Reams recovered it. He did.
Yeah, he did. He dove in there, showed that quickness to dive in there and recover the loose football, because it just kind of lays there. And it's like sometimes people don't know the line's doing a good job blocking, you're not giving up penetration. Yeah, the ball can be laying there, but if nobody has access to it, it can lay there for a while, and then eventually a Trojan, Colson, sees it and falls on it.
I think a defensive lineman inadvertently kicked it for Republic County. Didn't know it was there. Beloit catches a break. Second, 14 to 19. This is Reams. Cuts back up the middle. Now bounces to the far side. He's at the 10-5. He smells a touchdown. Dives. Is he in? Yes. 19-yard run. Very crafty run by Colson Reams. And the Trojans lead 32-6. Colson with his 3rd rushing touchdown of the season.
Similar place on the field early in the game. And I said on that sweep to the left, kind of the wing back going left, and I said he's gonna remember that cutback is there. He cut back once, cut back twice, and it was clean to the end zone. Nobody on the backside stayed home for Republic County. Easy run, touchdown, Colson.
So Beloit will go for 2, leading 32-6. Jackson gets it from Kimenoff, fakes it right, goes left. He has 3 guys open. Now he's going to run it, and Jackson is in for the 2-point conversion. Takes a shot from Stent. And Ryan's slow to get up, but hopefully he's okay. He is. Well, he had 2 receivers he could have thrown to, including Cadron Cox, but he went in and ran it in and took the safe route. That was a well-designed play. Had the defense completely fooled. So the 2 points good. 34-6 Beloit. 10:33 to go. 3rd quarter. Back in 1 minute on Z96.3 The Lake.
Here's to the good life. It's time for the better home equity line. The home equity line from Central National Bank. A low fixed rate, flexible payment plan, fast approval and closing. The home equity line from Central National Bank. It's time for the better home equity line. It's Central Time.
Central National Bank, money for life.
Member FDIC and your hometown. Since 1884, equal housing lender.
Central National Bank, Beloit, Tipton, and Glen Elder.
New things are cooking at the Banner. Come in or drive through and try our new fish and chips or steak finger basket. Try our new stuffed spuds, a delicious tater with a spicy cheese center. We serve breakfast daily. Pancakes, eggs, bacon, sausage, omelets, you name it, we got it. Don't forget our delicious fried chicken dinners on Sunday. That's at the Banner Restaurant, corner of 8th and Bell, Beloit. New hours, 6 to 2, Monday through Saturday, and 7 to 2 on Sunday.
Noah Smith with the kickoff to square it around the middle off of one of the front defenders or offensive players on special teams for Republic County. It ricochets back and right into the arms of Beloit. Did you catch what Trojan recovered that?
I couldn't see
Couldn't tell who it was that recovered it for Beloit, but it was Noah Smith with a squib
looks
kick
like
right the middle.
Budke's who everybody's patting. That's usually the dead giveaway. That that's who they think. So I would say give it to Hunter on the play because everybody's patting him on the back.
And by the way, that's not a straight onside kick. It's just simply they're kicking it on a squib kick, and if it gets through, they're happy with it. But if it ricochets off a lineman, Beloit will take it. So a turnover on special teams. Beloit gets it back at their own 49. Jackson wants to go deep, airs it out right side, has a man. Reams makes the catch at the 20. 15 breaks the tackle. 5, and is he in? No! He's out, down at the 1. It's a 50-yard pass play from Jackson to Reams.
And all of the referees over here on the Beloit sideline, 100 yards away, all had him in the end zone.
Yeah, well, of course they did.
Referees right on the play. And Beloit says, you know, we went into half there with some pass plays that were really there, got people deep. So we come back right away, get Colson behind the secondary once again. And, you know, when defense, you're just seeing run, and you forget your reads and you don't see the play action coming. Somebody gets behind you, Colson gets behind you, and you're in big trouble defensively.
That was a heck of a throw by Ryan Jackson.
Right on the money.
Yep, perfect spiral.
That's why you come back to it. You know, you've got the nice lead. Get that young quarterback that doesn't have much experience getting some passes because you're going to need it against some teams coming up, maybe next week.
Against Southeast. Braden Kahn comes in for Blaine Burks. He has to get wrapped up on the arm, so Kahn is in on the offensive line at right guard. Beloit on 1st and goal at the 1. The handoff to Cox, and he is in just barely. Touchdown, the 3rd for Cadron Cox tonight. This one from a yard out. I said the 3rd. That's actually, yeah, it is a 3rd. He had a 2-yarder, a 56-yarder, and now a 1-yard plunge. Beloit leads 40-6, taking advantage of the squib kick ricocheting off of Republic County's front line. And Beloit, all it takes them is 2 plays, touchdown.
28 seconds to put points on the board. And, you know, I guess philosophically you can argue, is that an onside kick or not? It's not the traditional onside kick, but what coaches do is they say, kick it hard right at somebody. If they try and field it, they're not going to. First of all, it's usually an offensive lineman, no offense, but they usually don't have the hands. Plus, it's coming hard. You teach the guys on the return to leave it alone, let it go deep to somebody else.
So Beloit will go for 2. They fake the handoff left. Jackson throws back of the end zone. Butke goes up high and can't haul it in. Good try by Hunter Butke. Coverage by Stent and Cromwell. So 2-point conversion fails, but Beloit leads 40-6. 10 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Back in 1 minute on Z96.3 The Lake.
When our daughter started thinking about applying to colleges, she didn't want to go far from home, but we wanted her to experience college life. We wanted to give her the leg up that a college education can provide without the burden of debt. NCK Tech was the perfect fit. The hands-on education they provide allowed her to learn skills that will directly apply to her career choice. NCK Tech gave her the chance to receive a college education and a college experience while still being close to home.
Explore your options at ncktc.edu.
Join the patients who entrust their health care to Beloit Medical Center with the powerful tool of knowledge, the gentle hand of compassion, the listening ear of understanding. Physicians Craig Concannon, Jason Cheney, Martin Clinda, Chris Kemple, Carl Fugate, and Chris Morozis, nurse practitioner Carrie Adams, strive to provide quality health care for all patients, serving North Central Kansas patients with satellite offices in Copper City, Glasgow, and Downs. Beloit Medical Center, placing the care in health care.
I'm guessing Beloit will squib it again. Nope, they're going to hit a low line drive this time. It is taken by Justin Stent, and Stent is tackled. Braden Kahn trips him up. Trayton Post with good coverage as well, staying in his lane, and also there for the Trojans was Blaine Burks, number 53. Had something taped up on his right arm. He's ready to go. So Republic County will start at their own 37-yard line. They trail Beloit 40-6. You know what's interesting about the kick return for the opposition against Beloit? You would think, everybody knows Beloit's not going to kick it deep. You'd think you'd put more of your hands team in some situations up front.
Yeah, you would think that in that situation, but they kick it in different places all the time.
Yeah, but not deep. Here's a handoff to the fullback. This is Allen, stood up by Burks and Kahn. And no gain on the play. And this is where it gets tough if you're Republic County, because You're down 40-6. And you really, honestly, I think the Buffaloes have played pretty well tonight. They've been much more competitive in past years, but they're still down 34.
Had some 2 or 3 scoring opportunities where they got down to the, say, 20-yard line and just couldn't punch anything in. And now you're just really seeing in the body language, it's still not bad, but you can see it's a little different.
The wishbone attack. Beloit showing blitz. Burks comes through and have a whistle. We've only had one flag the entire night.
So there had to be motion on the tailback. He was walking forward. And the white hat standing there must have been looking at the right side of the line, didn't see it. But the umpire behind the linebackers did see it. And it's just you kind of get your feet too close together as a running back, and you start kind of leaning forward. Well, he didn't only lean forward. He took like 4 little choppy steps forward. Obvious motion call. Very, as you say, very clean football game so far. Very easy game to officiate. The officials haven't even been a topic of conversation. Because it's been such clean football, it's easy for the officials to do their job.
And that's a good thing when you're not talking about the officials. Typically, that means they're doing a really good job. Second down and 15 after the 5-yard penalty assessed to the Buffaloes. Their first penalty tonight. Beloit has a penalty for 10 earlier in the game on a hold. Wishbone set. Of course, Andy Gwinnett, the head coach, played under Roger Bart at Smith Center. Smith Center known for the wishbone for years. Coleman to throw. He fires to the near side. A diving catch. Nice catch made at the 40. By Stint. It's a gain of 9, 3rd and 6. But if that pass is a little bit higher and more accurate, he could have ran after the catch.
Yeah, didn't quite step into it and throw it like you want to. And I think it still comes back to that pressure that he has seen. He didn't have pressure on that play. The offensive line does a good job for Republic County again. But the passing game's just a little off right now.
So the Buffaloes with the ball, 3rd down. And we're going to call it 7 now. At the 40 for the Buffs. Double wing look. Lone setback. Coleman back to throw, being pressured, flushed, rolls left. Now he's going to air it out deep, has a man, but Noah Smith backs up and makes a great interception. Well, it's almost like Noah Smith is playing possum with the quarterback. Justin Stint was open a step. Noah Smith backpedaled and then, using his athletic ability, leapt into the air and grabs it and falls on his keister. What a play by Noah Smith. It's the 2nd turnover of the night for Republic County. Actually 3 if you count that ricochet off the front line on that kick off earlier.
Which is a turnover.
Yeah.
So is he a baseball player too?
Yes, he is.
Baseball players usually have good hands. If you can play in the infield and things, you can have good hands. He showed that, you said the athletic ability and then the hands, or one hand. It wasn't hands, singular. Goes up with one hand and just snatches the ball out of the air.
That's why Beloit's so high on that young man, a sophomore. Now Cox right up the middle. And he breaks the tackle, fumbles it, picks it right back up as if nothing happened, and continues to the 45. It's a gain of 17. Well, sometimes it pays to be lucky.
Dribble the ball down the field. And, when your lineman's doing a good job and you have a free run and, somebody hits you, the ball comes out. But if nobody else is coming, it's your ball to pick up. And Cajun just picks it up and gets more yardage on the play. And this is what happens. The defense kind of gets worn down a little bit, and you don't get that pursuit to the ball that you like to see. And all of a sudden, that's when you get exposed to give up big plays.
8-10 and ticking, 3rd quarter. Beloit 40, Republic County 6. Trojans with the ball. 1st and 10 at their own 46, moving right to left on your radio dial. The inside flip goes to Noah Smith. He squirts free right up the middle. He's at the 35-30, 25-20, 15-10, 5, touchdown. 6 points for number 6, sophomore Noah Smith. Trojans lead 46-6.
Well, anytime Beloit's had the ball 52, 53, 54, 51 yards away, they've been pretty explosive. That's been their spot for the big plays tonight. And when we saw the body language kind of after the squib, onside, mishandled kick, and 2 quick scores to start the second half, we've seen a different Republic County team. Their daubers are kind of down right now. You see a linebacker tapping a guy on the head, say, come on, let's go. They're trying, but Beloit's just got things rolling right now.
Noah Smith, a 46-yard touchdown run right up the middle. Beloit goes for 2. Jackson play action, chance to work on the passing game. He fires, and it is intercepted by Stint in the end zone. Beloit 46, Republic County 6. Beloit with 26 unanswered. 7:55 to go, 3rd quarter. Back in 1 minute on Z96.3 The Lake.
As a parent, we all enjoy watching our kids participate in sports. Sometimes, however, athletic competition can take a physical toll. Pulled muscles, lower back pain, pinched nerves, and a long list of other ailments. That's where quality chiropractic care can make a difference. I suggest Dr. T.J. Owens at Meyer Chiropractic Clinic, PA in Beloit. We can even help that weekend warrior at your house when he overdoes it. We can't fix his golf swing, but we can help make it pain-free. Meyer Chiropractic Clinic, PA, 738-5353.
Since 1945, Sunflower seeding and tillage equipment has been the first and only choice for thousands of producers. The best competitors can do is try to copy Sunflower. When it comes to performance and durability, the Sunflower name has led the industry for more than 60 years. That's the heritage of Sunflower disc harrows, field cultivators, soil conditioners, chisel plows, and grain drills. Sunflower, everything you need in seeding and tillage. Get the original. There is only one. Sunflower.
See your Sunflower dealer for the true original in tillage tools.
And a correction, Noah Smith with a 54-yard run. I had him at the Republic County 46. I got my 46 twisted, so he actually ran it from the Beloit 46. That's a 54-yard jaunt for a touchdown for Noah Smith, his first rushing touchdown of the season. Beloit's taken a total of 1:21 on their first drive of the second half, 28 seconds, now 38 seconds, scoring all 3 times. So it's been quick strike offense. Quick.
Whole 7 plays, 3-play drive, 2-play drive, 2-play drive.
It's called efficiency. Here's a squib kick up the middle. The linemen get out of the way and diving forward and covering up the football. Nice, wise decision by the Buffaloes. It's been an adventure a little bit here in the second half on special teams. Diving for it and landing on top of the pigskin is Nick Alsman, who's been a bright spot for Republic County all year long. The Buffaloes 2-1 coming in, 2-1 in league play. Beloit 3-0, 2-0 in league play. And, of course, Beloit has a big matchup next Friday at Southeast Saline, which we'll have for you on the live video stream at Nckssports.com. So the Buffs will take over, the right hash mark at their own 34, moving left to right in the white unis with the blue pants. Beloit defending in the home black with the white numerals and the black helmets. Beloit with 9 men in the box. Here's the handoff to Alsman. Nothing doing. Big time hit there. Made by Noah Smith again. We called his number quite a bit. Also in on the stop, River Paul. River Paul, just a freshman. Jared Mosier's been starting on the defensive line, but Beloit wants to rotate a few different people in. Mosier starts on offense, try to develop some depth. They only have 28 kids out.
Kind of like the winner in the parade today, the sophomores with their Jaws theme. That's kind of what the defense is right now. You can just see them. They just can't wait for the ball to be snapped. They can smell the blood, kind of like the sophomores did in the parade today.
2nd and 10 at the 34 for the Buffaloes out of the wishbone attack. Beloit showing blitz, and now we have a whistle. I don't see a flag thrown. Now the flag comes in
Umpire
late.
got it.
Beloit leading 46-6. Beloit led 20-0, then it was 20-6, 26 straight scored by Beloit. Trojans led 26-6 at half and 20 here in the third quarter. Penalty against Republic County.
Well, and this is the mental thing.
Yep.
We've talked about how good Republic County has been this year, kind of changing the culture, doing things to be successful, winning football games. Even when they lost, they were competitive in the football game. Now, this is the first time that, somebody's saying, hey, it's 46-6, and you're not used to this year.
Aerosmith will come out and defend one-on-one to the near side of the field at the 29. 2nd and 15. Coleman going deep, one-on-one coverage, and incomplete. Trying to go to Stint. Coverage applied there by Blaine Harris, a 5'6", 115-pound sophomore. And it's a good thing that they have numbers on their jerseys. And there's a roster because there's 3 Harrises. They're the triplets, Kevin Harris's and Kathy Harris's sons, the trio.
That's why you put numbers on them.
Thank goodness they do that, because I've called them by the wrong names many times before. I've always said twins can always have a lot of fun messing with people, but triplets, are you kidding me? The fun never ends. 3rd and 15 from the 29 for the Buffaloes. Beloit up by 40. Coleman gets the snap, turns, hands it off, and a gain of 3, maybe 4. Tackle made by Beloit's Colson Reams, who's had a nice game defensively from the secondary.
A little tribute to Yogi that we lost this week. He would have said put the triplets in pairs of 3.
That is correct. Oh, man, he had some great sayings.
Just really not just a great Yankee, a great baseball player, but just a true great American. Served in Normandy as a gunner for the Navy, and we lost a special one in Yogi.
Passed away at the age of 90 on Tuesday. 4th down and 11. Republic County in punt formation. Lane Shoemaker with that last carry was able to pick up 4 to the 33-yard line. Now with timeout, excuse me, called by Republic County. We'll go ahead and keep it right here. Republic County will be hosting Smith Center next week. And Smith Center, I do truly believe they are a serious contender.
They're a threat
for a state championship under head coach Darren Sass. Then they'll be at Bennington. They'll host Phillipsburg, host Valley Heights, and LL Saline. That's their district games. Remember, Republic County's 2-1A. Beloit, meanwhile, at Southeast Saline, at Minneapolis. They certainly remember losing twice to Minnie a year ago. And then they host TMP. We'll have that one on Z96.3 Lake. That's the first district game. Then they host Norton and then at Russell. And I think before the year, everybody would have said Norton's going to win that district. But now Norton's struggling offensively. They got some key injuries. Whether they're going to get healthy, I do not know. But Beloit, TMP at home, Norton at home, and then at Russell on that final Thursday in October. Those are the district games. Remember, top 2 teams from each district move on in the playoffs. And, of course, the big one next week in Gypsum, Beloit at Southeast Saline. That could very well be for the league championship.
Yeah, that's right. And let's just be honest about Norton. They've struggled all year offensively. It hasn't been, injuries and now struggling. The first week they put up a few points, but when they played anybody that's somewhat quality, I mean, they have really struggled moving the football and putting points on the board.
A lot of people were talking about how they had good skill position players back, including Reuter, the quarterback.
But that was it. Everybody else was gone.
But yeah, exactly. Your linemen, they lost a lot of good linemen. 4th down and 11 after the timeout. Here is the punt. Almost blocked by Hanson. Nice punt by Stent. It is picked up by Reams. Reams right up the middle, and he's buried past the 45 at the 47. Nice tackle made there on Reams by Brett Stent, the center for Republic County, 245-pound junior. Well, we talk about Republic County, their all-time record since they went from Belleville High to Republic County, 6 wins, 78 losses, and 2 of those wins to start this year. Beloit, 9 of the last 10 years, they've had at least 6 wins. The 2 wins for Republic County this year already matches their best record in school history. They could lose out and be 2-7.
Right in that danger zone, about 52, 53 yards out here.
It's all a danger zone right now in Republic County. Here is Reams with the flip, and he gains a yard to the 48. Shoemaker with the tackle. So it'll be 2nd down and 9. But it's just amazing, some of these numbers. I shared these with Coach Koenig doing some homework this week, and he said, boy, I'm glad we're on the good side of these numbers. We had the winning streaks. We have the league titles. Republic County really struggling. They had a losing streak of 29 games, 33 games, and they were 2-62 in their previous 64 games headed into this season. And they went 8 years between having 2-game winning streaks.
Wow.
Yeah. Rough. Here's the sweep, near side. Reams trying to get around the corner and does. Good block by Noah Smith. Reams on the near sideline, stays on his feet, but he's out of bounds. Hunter Butke with a block over here on the near side. No flag is thrown.
I think Hunter might be a little lucky.
I think so too.
Because you can't block that far behind the play.
37-yard pickup for Colson Reams, who now has 97 yards on 15 carries as Hunter Butke blocking Carl Bruner, a sophomore.
And I don't really think he did it on purpose. He's kind of feeling back looking for somebody else. And Hunter's just a big, strong, physical kid. And, people thought, was it inbounds, out of bounds, the block? I don't think that was really the thing. You can't do that quite a ways behind the play. But I think it was a good no call. First of all, I think they just ran into each other.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like in basketball, the little kid runs into the big kid and falls down. That's not a foul on the big kid necessarily.
But it gets called.
But it gets called. There you go. Thank you.
Another number that's kind of interesting. Republic County this year, they lost 36 straight road games. They got that finally, that snap. They snapped that streak with a win at Russell in week 2. And you don't like to see any program have that big a losing streak. Here's the inside flip. It goes to Noah Smith running hard. 10-5, touchdown.
He's quick.
Yes, he is. Noah Smith with a 15-yard touchdown to go along with his 54-yard scamper earlier in this quarter. And Beloit piling it on now. 52-6 Trojans. 5:13 to go in the third. Beloit scored 26 in the first half. They have 26 in 7 minutes of play in the third. And now we got the running clock as Beloit leads by 45 or more. That's the mercy rule in the North Central Activity Association.
Yeah, and that was a long drive.
46
seconds.
Their drive so far, 1:21, 28 seconds, 38 seconds, 46 seconds.
And it wasn't that long because the clock was running when I looked up.
Beloit for 2. This is Noah Smith running right. There's a flag as Smith is in standing up for the 2-point conversion, but we'll await the official's flag.
Yeah, you just hate to see a holding in the interior of the line when you run a sweep. Because
Yes.
the interior of the line has nothing to do with the play. I guarantee you the nose guard is not going to run the sweep down. If he does, I want to sign that kid up.
I agree.
But, hey, everybody's supposed to block on the play, and guy beats you a little bit, you reach out and grab him, that happens. You learn from it.
So the penalty on Beloit, we'll move them back. That's just the second penalty of the night on the Trojans. They'll mark it back at the 8-yard line.
Got our first final of the night.
64-19.
That comes from the homecoming queen,
That-
Reagan
it's
Casey,
at
by the way.
Natoma.
Can't beat that.
Natoma wins 64-19. Is that what it was?
64-19.
19's a weird number.
That was Wilson, wasn't it?
I believe it might be. I'd have to look
We
at
said
it.
Wilson was 3-0 going into that.
So Beloit will go for 2 from the 8-yard line after the penalty. In motion is Reams. They fake it to him. Jackson rolls right, wants to throw, and gets hit hard from behind. Shoemaker with the pressure dislodges the football as Ryan threw and did just get rid of it in the nick of time. They'll keep it here again, 52-6. Beloit with the lead with the running clock in the third quarter. Big thanks to our sponsors tonight, and many of them are sponsors on our live video stream at Nckssports.com. Gigantic thank you to John, Joel, Larry Fouts, Fouts Insurance, and of course Byron Pollard works there too. First National Bank of Beloit, Careers Auto Parts, Agmark LLC, Thompson OK Tire, Farmway Co-op, Farmway Credit Union, Cunningham Telephone and Cable, Carico Implement, Karen Pester and staff at Carico, of course our summer giveaways title sponsor. S&S Drug and Home Health, Simpson Farm Enterprises, Central National Bank, Banner Restaurant in Beloit, NCK Tech in Beloit. Of course, President Eric Burks, his son is Blaine, and his son Braden having a birthday today. By the way, Dad messed up. He didn't call that birthday into the radio today, so he loses the Father of the Year award. Beloit Medical Clinic, Meyer Chiropractic, TJ1 Chiropractor, Sunflower Manufacturing, Willow Springs Services, S&S Auto Body in Lincoln, Next Tech, Leadwood Chiropractic, and all things exterior. And, of course, our block of the game sponsor, H&R Block in Beloit, and our halftime sponsor, John Francis LLC in Beloit. Once again, we have the live video stream. We have all the Beloit football games this year, live video stream. All you need to do is go to Nckssports.com, click on that Beloit Trojan logo or where it says Beloit Trojan channel, and boom, you go there, and you should go watch it on your smartphone, your tablet, your iPad, your smart TV. I know some people watch this at the Country Club here in Beloit on their big screen there. Alsman fakes the reverse on the return and just is tripped up. Blaine Burks right on cue. We mentioned the president of NCK Tech's son, and also over there was Jared Aerosmith. So Republic County nearly broke it for big yardage. Instead, they will start at their own 35-yard line with the running clock, Beloit leading 52-6. Andy Gwinnett, Todd, he's only 28 years old, so he's a pup. He was at Sterling High, Sterling College. He was at Nebraska. He was at Fort Hays State. He was Smith Center 95 to 98. Part of that 97 team. He was a starting right tackle for 3 years.
I remember him. He was a good football player. Yes, I do.
And a good coach. As here's Alsman running wide left, trying to stay in bounds, cannot, but it does look like he has enough. Well, now they're going to say he's out just a yard shy of the first down. So a pickup of 9 for Nick Alsman running hard. You like that effort. But he said, you know, we haven't changed a ton. I mean, yes, I'm not worried about the scoreboard. That's what he told me this week. He said, I'm not worried about the scoreboard. If we win, great. If we lose, fine. I just want to see hard, maximum effort. And he said the intensity level in the summer in the weight room was by far the best that Republic County's seen, he's been told, in years. And that translated in a couple wins early in the season. Here's the handoff to Allen, the fullback, up the middle, has a first down, able to pick up 4 on the play. And isn't that really what you have to do to change the culture?
You got to start.
You got to start somewhere. It doesn't happen overnight.
It does not, and you can obviously see with what we were looking for tonight and what we've seen from Republic County. Yes, a great performance by the Beloit Trojans tonight, but seriously, Republic County, this is a different Republic County team in watching what they're trying to do.
So it is first down and 10 for the Buffaloes at their own 49, moving left to right. Fake it to the fullback, give it to Alsman. He's pushed back by Caden Cox with another tackle from his linebacker spot. Alsman forward progress, a gain of 2, perhaps 3. He said, you know, he has the same moniker that Roger Barta. Remember what Roger Barta always says? It's about turning boys into men. Because not many of these guys are going to play college football, and hardly any of them will go play pro football. It's about what they're going to do after football and after high school and with the rest of their lives.
It's about doing things right.
Yep.
And that's what they're doing.
Here's the give to Allen. He's met and pushed forward for a yard, helped out by his offensive lineman, nudging him forward for a gain of 1 or 2. And on the tackle for Beloit was Hunter Butke. Also there was Braden Kahn, and that's the end of the third quarter. Beloit 52, Republic County 6 on homecoming at Trojan Field. Back in 1 minute on Z96.3 The Lake.
Cold and flu season and little kids. A good reason to have the Air Night, says ABC Learning Center Director Jolene Mick.
It used to be when one would get a cold, the whole place would get it. And now maybe one would have it. You might get a few that will have it, and if it goes through, it might go through that room, but it's not as bad. It doesn't last near as long. We don't have as much snotty nose. The winter before, we had the summer flu. We had snot all winter.
Your local Air Night dealer. Willow Springs Services in Beloit, 738-2474.
When an accident happens and you need a lift, don't waste time on who to call. Call us at S&S Auto Body in Lincoln, your local tow and recovery specialist. S&S offers excellent collision repair and emergency towing service when your vehicle inconveniences you the most.
Don't waste time. If you need help and it's vehicle related, give us a call. That's S&S Auto Body in Lincoln, 524-4641 or 658-5371 for 24-hour service.
Welcome back to Beloit Trojan Field. Homecoming, the king Evan Brandt, the queen Remy Behrens, and Beloit, the king of the field, no doubt tonight. They have dominated 52-6 Trojans. Running clock here in the fourth quarter. Public County 3rd and 4 at the Trojan 46. Coming through is Kahn. He blew up the play, and then Shoemaker with the carry, and Beloit tackle made by Colson Reams. Also in there was Blaine Burks, but boy, Kahn shot through almost untouched and disrupted everything in the backfield. And he's one of those sophomores that we're talking about that has really, really played well.
Yeah, quickness got into the backfield. We've seen tons of penetration tonight with the quickness of the Beloit's defense, especially that defensive line. And that, as we say, that we use the word disrupt, and it disrupts what you're doing offensively. It can disrupt the handoff, the angle of the play, the blocking. It just messes up everything the offense is trying to do. 4th and 3 for Republic County. They'll go for it at the Trojan 45. Handoff, Alsman has the first down and more past the 40 and down to the 38-yard line. Reams with yet another tackle for the Trojans to save a touchdown. Blaine Harris, 5'6", 115-pound sophomore, is in the defensive secondary right now, but a gain on the play of 6 for Alsman, and it moves to sticks. Moves to sticks, and Republic County, like we've said, they've got into this position several times tonight. They just can't get into the position they really want, which is the end zone.
Coleman under center, wishbone set. He's pressured and drilled from behind. Hunter Butke sacks Coleman. The ball loose. The Republic County recovers, and Coleman took such a shot. He is slow to get up, and well, that's a situation when it's 52-6, and he still got Hunter Butke out there, defensive end, and he came virtually untouched, and Coleman was a dead duck.
Yeah, the offensive tackle just got beat. He didn't get his slide step out there, and Hunter was just too quick for him. And what you often see is a situation of the guy that missed the block is trailing the guy that sacks him and recovers the football. And as you say that, Hunter does come out of the ballgame.
2nd down and 17 after the 7-yard loss on the sack by Hunter Butke. And now Coleman fumbles the ball on the exchange, and quickly there to pounce on it is Coleman. Jared Mosier nearly came away with the recovery. Now we have a late flag coming in. Now another flag. And this is after the play. Some extracurricular activity, and you hate to see that in a 52-6 game.
Yeah, it was quite a bit after the play.
What's the call? Unsportsmanlike conduct on Beloit. So they'll mark off 15 yards from the 44, so that should put him down at the 29.
Well, it's that Sharks thing. You know, you smelling the blood in the water, and, you know, there's a fine line. You really want those defensive players to be in. You don't want the unsportsmanlike, you don't want the personal fouls, but you want the super aggressive. And if you play to that style, which you need to, every once in a while you're going to get them. You just got to limit them as much as you can.
Pretty sure it was at the 44. They moved it 13 yards to the 31. But
it was half the distance from the 44.
Oh, they're going half?
That would be the 22.
And they're at the 31.
I don't know.
Whatever.
I don't think you have half the
Doesn't
distance
really
from the 42. I was joking.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, and it still wouldn't have been.
Because I couldn't figure out why it got moved where it did.
Here's Alsman breaking a couple of tackles. Noah Smith hanging on for dear life, slings in the turf rudely, and right on cue at the 21. Let's pick up a 10 for Alsman, who has had a nice season so far, and he's just a sophomore. And we talk about the Trojans youth. You know, they have a lot of sophomores that play and juniors playing and only 2 seniors on the roster with Reams and Adams. But we should point out that Republic County, they have 27 kids out, just 5 seniors, 10 juniors, 9 sophomores, 3 freshmen, but they only start 1 senior on offense. First down and 10 at the 21 for the Buffaloes, still playing hard. Here's the handoff. Oh, nice stick initially, but I know bring him down was Ryan Jackson, and then Reams there along with Cox and Braden Kahn on Shoemaker, and a gain, really a loss of perhaps half a yard for Shoemaker. And this is an opportunity, you know, that personal foul and sportsmanlike conduct. They'll look at it on film. That'll be a teaching moment for Beloit, even though they're up 52-6.
Yeah, and right now, the previous play, you can see Coach Harris was, let's just say, not happy. I think you're starting to see some missed tackles. You're seeing some straight legs instead of breaking down and tackling. And he's just trying to get their attention that he wants to finish off the game well.
And you don't want to develop bad habits. You can't let that slide, even though it's 52-6. Handoff to Shoemaker. Brought down at the 20, a gain of a yard. Blaine Burks with the tackle for Beloit. Also there was Blaine Harris. So Beloit at Southeast Saline. That should be a really good game. Southeast lost 14-10 early in the year to Chapman. And Beloit, they have not lost. Beat Concordia, rallied in the fourth quarter, won 22-14. Blew out Ellsworth 60-15, survived a scare with their 5 turnovers. beat Sacred Heart on the road 20-17, and tonight a very impressive performance against a good Republic County team, 52-6. Beloit with the lead, 7:18 to go, running clock. Coleman hands off to Allen, the fullback. He bulldozes his way to the 18, gain of 2. Cox able to hit him low. And also in on the tackle for the Trojan defense was Braden Kahn. Now, you may be asking sometimes, well, wait, they got some starters out there. Remember, Beloit only has 27, 28 kids on the roster. It's not like they had a ton of depth.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And, you know, it's still relatively early in the season. You're not even halfway through the season, and you're trying to season the players that are out there. And at some point, yeah, they've taken a few kids out in this fourth quarter.
4th down and 6. They give it to Alsman, and Reams is there to knock him down up high. Aerosmith got him down low. It's a turnover on downs. There's a gain of 4 for Alsman. The other thing you need to remember, too, is Beloit lost a lot of starters from last year. So even though you've got some juniors and, of course, young kids and sophomores, the more playing experience they get, that will help them because they have not played a ton of varsity football. That's why people thought that Beloit would struggle this year, and instead they're 3-0, and now they're soon going to be 4-0 and 3-0 in league play with 6:12 to go in the fourth, up 52-6.
And we do have an update from Scandia. Pike Valley 24-12 into the third quarter over St. John's Tipton.
Clifton Clyde was up 30-0 over Lakeside last we heard. Russell was leading Minneapolis 20-10. Sacred Heart was leading Ellsworth 14-7. Smith Center leading Norton 21-2. Here's the handoff to the 20. It's a gain of 5. With the carry for Beloit was Noah Smith. Noah Smith's had a pretty nice night, I'd say. 5 carries, 82 yards, and 2 touchdown runs.
Yeah, that's not too bad. Looks like a new group's going to be coming on. Looks like a total new 11 coming onto the field for Beloit.
5:34 to go. Try to let you know. Diedrich Bolte, 5'8", 270 sophomores out there. Also Hudson Smith, a freshman. We'll try to update you as much as we can. Here's a handoff to Tate Olvers. He's like Mighty Mouse, small but mighty and powerful and very quick, very shifty. He's able to pick up 5 to the 25 and close to a first down. Tate Olvers had a touchdown run in the win over Ellsworth on the road. Also out there for Beloit, as I mentioned, Olvers is a running back. And Hayden Butke, a freshman, 5'8", 148. The quarterback for Beloit is Paxton Harris. And we usually will see Camden Harris lined up as a tight end in this situation. So we'll get as many numbers as we can. First down at 10 at the 25 for Beloit. It goes to Olvers again. And Olvers bounces through on the near sideline, still on his feet, slung down rudely at the 40 by Republic County's Dalton Daniels. But a nice run by Olvers to the 40. It's a pickup of 15. And Olvers is not very big, Todd, but he's quick and he's hard to see, kind of like Trevor Lowell was earlier for Republic County.
Yeah, and you like to see these young guys come in and move the football, and they've had 2 very well executed plays since they've been on the field.
River Paul on the offensive line. Dalton Delzite came off. He was out there for a play. Here's the snap to Harris. He turns and gives it to Blaine Harris, and Blaine running left, cuts back. He's at midfield 50 and into Buffalo territory at the 47, but there is a flag on the play, more than likely.
And
this is coming back.
And a flag came in at the end, which could have been a face mask, which could be offsetting.
Colin Chandler in the game, a freshman, 5'11", 192, number 57.
Yeah, as we're under 4 minutes now to go in the ball game with the running clock, 52-6 in favor of Beloit over Republic County.
Zach Meyer is in there, 5'9", 150 freshman. I think I may have gotten everybody now. You're tuning in a little bit late. Beloit led 20-0. It was 20-6. Then 26-6 at halftime, and then second half's been all Beloit. They scored 26 points in the third quarter. We have a running clock since then, and so we've got a face mask on Republic County, penalty on Beloit. As you said, Todd, they'll be offsetting, and so they'll bring the ball back to the original line of scrimmage.
We're just going to say nothing happened other than a lot of time run off the clock.
Yeah, which doesn't allow some of these young kids a few reps, but. See, somebody else is out there. I think, is that Logan Cadle? No, that's not Logan Cadle. There's somebody else out there for Beloit. Trying to check here. Maybe that is still Logan Cadle on the offensive line. Here's the flip now to Tate Olvers. And Tate, boy, a burst of speed all the way to Republic County 45-yard line. It's a gain of 15 for Tate Olvers. It's actually Devin Prince, number 64, a sophomore, that's out there on the field for Beloit. Well, Tate Olvers, 3 carries, Todd, 35 yards. That's about 12.5 yards carry. That's not bad.
That'll get the job done. You only have to get 10 in 4 plays to move the chains. He's doing that, more than that on each snap.
Hudson Smith back out there to wing back on the left side. Delzide a tight end on the left side. Here's the give right up the middle. And this is Zach Meyer. Nice strong run, picking up 9 to the 36. I'm running out of room here for some of the runs.
Well, you're not going to have much time to do it because 2 minutes running clock is going to take just about 2 minutes.
Zach Meyer with a gain of 9, Beloit leading 52-6, and sets up a showdown with Southeast Saline next week in Gypsum, which will probably be for the league title. Paxton Harris telling his brother Blaine, get on the field so I can give you the ball. Here's Blaine running, has room right up the middle, inside the 25, down to the 23-yard line. Gain of 13 for Blaine.
And I see why the quarterback says we have a problem.
There's a flag.
Because the person that was supposed to run the football
wasn't on
the field. The position, the right wing back wasn't on the field, and that's who was getting the ball. And as a quarterback, you always got to check everybody out to make sure they're lined up as we're waiting on the penalty here.
It's on the defense.
It's going to be another face mask call. When you start to get high in your tackles, you end up grabbing that face mask. So, yeah, you say, hey, I have nobody to flip it to here. Bring that wing back in.
So Camden says, yo, bro. Let's
go.
Come on. Seriously, you're my brother. Let's go. Here goes Olvers running right. Has some room. It runs over a defender down to the 5. What a strong run by Tate Olvers. And good blocking up front for this backup offensive line. And you love to see that. Trayton Post is in there.
Well, these kids are fired up. It's homecoming, and they're getting a nice little drive that they're executing and blocking extremely well up front.
Diedrich Bolte doing a good job snapping the ball. On that offensive line at center, here's Olvers running right, and he is in for the touchdown from 5 yards out. Tate Olvers, 5 carries, 52 yards on that drive, his second rushing touchdown of the season, and Beloit pushes their lead to 58-6, and there'll be just enough time for Beloit to run a 2-point play if they choose to. 25 seconds ticking. There's a running clock. Beloit up 45 or more. That running clock began there late in the third quarter. Well, that took 6.5 minutes off the clock. But when it's a running clock, it makes that drive look longer than normal, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Beloit goes for 2. Harris flips it. It's to Hudson Smith, and Hudson Smith is in for the 2-point conversion. Good to see some freshmen able to carry the ball and do well behind the offensive line. Did a nice job blocking as Republic County has their second-string defense in there, at least most of them. And that's your ball game. Beloit scores on the final play and 2-point conversion with the running clock. Your final score, Beloit 60. And Republic County 6. Trojans improve to 4-0, 3-0 in league play. Republic County falls to 2-2 overall, 2-2 in the NCAA. And sets up the showdown next Friday. Beloit at Southeast Saline. You can watch down live video stream in Nckssports.com. Back with our post-game show. We're up the block of the game. It's easy to figure out who gets that tonight.
Hey, you think?
Yeah, brought to you by H&R Block in Beloit. Never settle for less. And we also have the athlete of the game brought to you by Nckssports.com. Trojans win on homecoming 60-6. Back in 2.5 minutes on Z96.3 The Lake.
Reliability. It's about more than uptime. Backup is something you do to your work, not just your data. And dedicated is an adjective suited to work ethic as much as servers or Ethernet connections. At Nextech, we believe that the character of our IT professionals comes from the commitment and passion for their work. It's just how we're wired here. Nextech, our products and people are here for you.
It's football season, and let's just say, sitting on the bleachers isn't always the most comfortable feeling. If you're experiencing back pain or anything else, then visit Ludwig Chiropractic in downtown Beloit. Dr. Jacob Ludwig and the crew are open the day after the game and from 1 to 8 on Mondays and from 8:30 to 5:30 Tuesday through Friday. Reach them at home or at the office to set up an appointment at 534-1544 or 738-7704. Ludwig Chiropractic, a proud supporter of high school football on Katy Country 94 and Z96.3 The Lake.
Confused over who to call to repair the storm damage to your home? Feeling pressured by out-of-town roofing companies? Call All Things Exterior, your local contractor serving North Central Kansas for 33 years. There's no waiting with our 13 crews at All Things Exterior. Our experienced crews tackle everything from roofing to siding, windows, doors, and guttering. Call All Things Exterior today, 738-5015, that's 738-5015, or see us in person on Highway 24. Just look for the wind generator.
This is John Fouts at Fouts Insurance, your local Allied agent in Beloit and Osborne. Why get insurance through Allied? Because we're there to help. We take the time to get to know you and help you select coverage that's just right for you. With insurance for auto, home, crop, life, and business, Fouts Insurance is always looking out for you. We've got the staff with the knowledge to help you with all your insurance needs. To Find out more, call Fouts Insurance Agency, your local Allied agent with locations in Beloit and Osborne at 738-3558. That's 738-3558, or stop by and see us at 121 East Main. Fouts Insurance, proud supporter of all our local area sports teams.
Now you can carry your bank with you with mobile banking. Do your banking on the go with First National Bank of Beloit. With convenient and secure access to your accounts, mobile banking lets you view account balances and transactions, make transfers between accounts, and make bill payments. And it's so simple to sign up with First National Bank from your mobile device. To learn more about mobile banking, call or stop by First National Bank Beloit, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Trojan Field here in Beloit. Wade Gershner, Todd Clover with you, along with studio engineer Jolie Sullivan on Z96.3 The Lake and our live video stream at Nckssports.com via the Beloit Trojan channel. Homecoming tonight. Your king, Evan Brandt, the queen, Remy Barons, and the Beloit not distracted by the homecoming festivities. Take care of business on the field tonight over Republic County. Final score, Beloit 60, Republic County 6. Republic County got the ball first to start this game. Drove it down to Beloit 25, but then turned it over on a fumble. Beloit then would go 12 plays, and they go 75 yards, take 5:19 off the clock. Caden Cox, a 2-yard run. Jackson to Budke with a 2-point pass, 8-0 Beloit. That's where we stood at the end of one. Then Beloit, 70-yard touchdown run by Jace Adams, which brings us to our H&R block of the game.
You think?
Yeah, brought to you by H&R Block in Beloit. Never settle for less. And they are there for all your tax, bookkeeping, and payroll needs. Get the expertise you deserve. H&R Block in Beloit. It might not have just been the block of the game. It might have been the block of the year, and it has to be one of the best blocks I have ever seen since I've done high school football here in North Central Kansas. Let's set it up for you. Jace Adams broke free on the jet sweep to the near side of the field. Dion Dykes, all 116 pounds of him, for Republic County, number 6, is chasing Jace Adams. Whether he would have caught up to Jace, I don't think he would have, but he had a chance. And about the 30-yard line, Nicholas Hansen, who was looking for somebody to block, just peeled back and he was in front of Dykes, legal block, and absolutely dropped the boom. The sledgehammer on Dykes totally took him off his cleats. The crowd reacted. We reacted. And there is no question that's the block of the game, if not of the year. And, of course, Adams then, with the last 30 yards, easily untouched for the touchdowns. Nicholas Hansen, the recipient of the H&R block of the game. So Beloit led 14-0 after the 2-point failed. Beloit would make it 20-0. Cadron Cox with a 56-yard run. And in Republic County, they were able to go 9 plays, 77 yards, converted a 4th and 3. Had a 57-yard by Trevor Lowell. Took him to Beloit 13. A couple plays later, Tucker Allen read it in from 6 yards out. And Beloit led 20-6. Republic County had the ball inside the 25 4 times in that first half, just scored once. But as quickly as, well, it really wasn't quick. Republic County 9 plays, 77 yards. But they score, feeling good about themselves, and Beloit, boom, boom, boom. Because what happens, Noah Smith returns a squib kick to the Republic County 31. 24-yard pass play from Ryan Jackson to Hunter Budke. 7-yard run by Jace Adams. It took all of 12 seconds off the clock for Beloit to respond. And it made it 26-6, and that's where we stood at halftime. Then the second half, Todd mentioned on the broadcast, you see Republic County not as confident, and Beloit right off the bat, they go 3 plays, 63 yards. Colson Reams a 19-yard run. Jackson ran it in for 2. That made it 32-6. And then Beloit with interception by Noah Smith, a fantastic defensive play by Noah Smith. And Beloit 2 plays, 52 yards, a 50-yard pass play to Colson Reams. And then the run in by Cox from a yard out. That made it 40-6 Beloit. Beloit attack on another touchdown run from Noah Smith of 54 yards. Then a 15-yard rise Smith made it 52-6. And then at the end of the game, Tate Olvers a 5-yard run. Hudson Smith a 2-point conversion. And Beloit wins it by a final score of 60-6. As you can imagine, when a team wins 60-6, stats are probably going to be in your favor, and they are tonight. Beloit with 524 rushing yards to Republic County's 175. Beloit 74 passing yards to the Buffs 28. Total yardage, Beloit just shy of 600. 598. Republic County 203. Republic County 3 turnovers. They had an interception. That was picked up by Noah Smith. They lost 2 fumbles, including the squib kick that went off a front man on special teams with a kick return, and Beloit took advantage of that. 2 plays and a touchdown right after it. Beloit had 1 fumble but did not lose it, did not throw a pick. So Beloit plus 3 in the turnover category. Beloit just 3 penalties for 30 yards. Republic County 3 for 15. So it was a clean, well-played game. Beloit with 3 sacks defensively. Aerosmith 1.5, Cox with half a sack, and Hunter Butke with a big-time sack there in the second half. Running the football, Republic County Nick Alsman with 19 carries, 70 yards. Tucker Allen, 22 yards on 9 carries and a 6-yard touchdown run. Trey Coleman, 7 carries for 18. Trevor Lowell, 4 carries for 59. Lane Shoemaker, 4 for 6. Coleman throwing the pigskin, 2 of 9 for 28 yards and 1 interception. 19-yard hookup with Trevor Lowell and a 9-yard pass to Justin Stint. For Beloit tonight, balanced attack, as Todd had talked about during the broadcast. Beloit might do double wing a lot. Well, they do it all the time, but they're still balancing how to distribute the football. Tonight, Jace Adams, 142 on 8 carries, touchdown runs of 70 and 7. Cadron Cox, 7 carries, 133 yards, touchdown runs of 256 and 1. Noah Smith, 5 carries, 82 yards, 2 touchdown runs of 54 and 15. Colson Reams, 15 carries, 97 yards, including a 19-yard touchdown. Tate Albers, 5 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown to 5 yards. Blaine Harris, a carry for 13. And Zach Meyer, a carry for 9. Ryan Jackson throwing the pigskin, 2 of 4 for 74 yards. A pass of 50 to Colson Reams and another 24 to Hunter Butke. It's time for our Athlete of the Game, brought to you by Nckssports.com, your home on the web for the latest standings, schedules, news for the NCAA, NPO, and other area teams, including Smith Center and Concordia. We have not talked this out. Here's my nomination. You see if you agree. If you have somebody better, I will be willing to defer to you. But my nomination for Player of the Game tonight is Noah Smith.
I concur.
You cool with that?
Probably because I'm thinking this was as much as a team win as you're going to see.
Sure.
And so really it was all about the team, and that's the way it should be.
Yeah.
But if you actually have to pick somebody out, there's 3 or 4 guys you could name, but the biggest defensive play of the ball game, and then he showed so much quickness and elusiveness running the football. He's
good.
He's good.
And he's just a sophomore.
In the first half when it was still somewhat competitive, I just kept using one word, quickness. I talked about the defense of Beloit being quick, and he just is the kind of prime example of that quickness for Beloit.
Noah Smith tonight had an interception on defense. He leads the team in tackles coming in, and he was in on a lot of tackles. Mentioned the name quite a bit. And then he was effective running the football. As we mentioned, he had a 54-yard touchdown, a 15-yard touchdown, 5 carries for 82 yards. So Noah Smith, the sophomore, he is our Athlete of the Game, brought to you by Nckssports.com. All right, other scores around the area that we have so far, and I'm going to check my phone here. Let's see. Pike Valley leading St. John's Tipton. Clifton Clyde leading Lakeside 38-0 at the end of 3. Pike Valley leading St. John's Tipton 30-12 early in the 4th. And we'll have all the scores for you on our local high school scoreboard show coming up at 10:05 on KD Country 94, KDCountry94.com, our sister station. That's at 10:05, brought to you by State Farm Insurance in Beloit. We're going to take another timeout. We'll be joined by Greg Cunning, head coach of the Trojans, talk about the win and look ahead to Southeast Saline. Beloit wins it going away tonight at Republic County. Your final score, the Trojans 60 to Buffalo 6. Back in 2 minutes on Z96.3 The Lake.
Careers Auto Parts is your local CarQuest shopper in Beloit. Careers has great savings now, including a Stemco cast aluminum hubcap for $11.34, and your choice of Chevron-style rubber mud flats starting at $6.99 each. Careers also has Tech 3-ton ratcheting jack stands for $49.99 and a Legacy Flexzilla air hose for $44.99. Check out all these great savings and much more now at Careers Auto Parts, your local CarQuest shopper in Beloit, serving Beloit and Northville, Kansas for half a century. Agmark LLC is offering price letter contracts on all fall crops at all locations. Soybeans and sunflowers will be accepted as cash contract or price letter only. Open storage is available for corn at all locations and for milo at all locations except Concordia. Call Agmark to learn more about marketing alternatives tailored to fit your farming operation at 888-848-9979 or visit agmarkllc.com. Also, don't forget to like them on Facebook, follow them on Twitter for current harvest information, Agmark LLC.
Your tire headquarters is Thompson's OK Tire in Beloit. For light truck to car to tractor, if it's a tire you need or if it's tire related, like balancing or repair, stop by Thompson Tire. Plus, they can align your car's front end and save the life of your existing tires. For new tires and wheels, see the staff at Thompson's OK Tire in Beloit, a proud supporter of the Beloit Trojans and the St. John's Tipton Blue Jays. Wishing them good luck this season.
Farmway Co-op, your partner in growth. Over a century of serving you, built on pride pride in everything we do. Agriculture and farm, we're working hand in hand. Looking to the future across this great land. It's where you belong. FarmwayCoop.com. Farmway Co-op, your partner in growth.
And Wade Gerstner back with you at Trojan Field here in Beloit. As joined now by the head coach of the Beloit Trojans, Greg Koenig. His team improves to 4-0 overall, 3-0 in league play. Convincing win tonight at Republic County. The final Beloit 60, Republic County 6. And Coach, numbers pretty impressive. 598 yards unofficially. I had you down 4-5-24 on the ground. You spread it around. Jace Adams 142. Cadron Cox 133. Noah Smith, a great game. He was our athlete of the game. 82 yards, 2 touchdown runs. Colson Reams 97 yards. Tate Albers even came in 52 yards on the final drive. You were talking about your defense, talk about your offense. I think the big number, of course, is after what happened last week, you had some turnovers, you had some penalties tonight. You had 1 penalty in the first half. That was early in the game, only 3 for the game, and no turnovers. I know you're pleased with that.
Yeah, that's a big deal. You know, that was obviously the turnovers a big focal point for us all week long. Even in the first half, I didn't feel like we really got going. But our kids were playing disciplined, and I talked to them at the half about, you know, we've got you so keyed in on both sides of what you're supposed to do that you're thinking just a step too long. Now turn it loose. Just trust it and go. And I felt like in the third quarter we really opened up, and the kids played with a lot of confidence, and that led to playing a whole lot faster. And, man, the great all-around team victory again.
Your defense had to deal with a couple of short fields. You had the punt here. They started at 28. Republic County had 4 possessions the first half where they at least got to your 25, including the first drive, and they fumbled it. They only scored 1 time out of those 4 drives inside the 25.
Yeah, and that's very similar to what happened to us last week. We played on our end of the field because of the turnovers, had our backs to the goal a lot. And, you know, our defense is fairly aggressive. We're pretty young, not necessarily very big, but they just get after it. I think Coach Harris has figured out what we can do. Knows where our weapons are, and he's doing a great job of calling defense for us. That defense has just allowed us to stay in games, or in this case, you know, to not give any points. The 1 touchdown that we had, we were disappointed because we're not forming up on our tackles. We're reaching for them, we're diving for them. We got to get better at that, obviously. But what a credit to our defense. I agree with you completely. The guys are just flying around and playing aggressively, and that's what we want on defense.
I laugh because you could feel the block up here. You know what I'm referring to.
Oh, yeah.
You're that kid from Germany. That was a pretty good block. I know you've talked about how, you know, he's pretty raw. He's got a lot of upside. He's only been playing organized football for 3 years. When you're 6'4", 237, and a kid 116 is chasing the running back, my Lord, he depleted the Dykes kid. Thank God he got up and it was okay. But that was a tremendous block, one of the best blocks we've seen in a long time, that freed Adams for the 70-yard run. I mean, he probably would have scored without it, but at least you took out the suspense of if Dykes is going to catch him. What a block by Nicholas.
Yeah, and, you know, when you think about it, that's not near the line of scrimmage. So
No.
He was hustling full speed to get down the field. That's a pretty big thing.
Yeah.
You know, in Germany, he was he played just defense and hasn't played much offense at all in his career. So to understand to get down the field and keep playing, don't be a spectator, you know, the things that we talk about with our linemen all the time. I'm really pleased with the way he's bought in, and that kind of effort is simply outstanding from him. I know he's been a little bit frustrated, the speed of the game, just trying to get a feel for things, and you can see he's coming. He's going to continue to get better. I don't think that he'll play his best football until right at the end of the season because there's a lot of mental stuff going on, just overload and trying to deal with that, and then, you know, the physicality of the game. So, as you said, upside's the right word there. We hope that he's just going to keep getting better, but he seems to get more comfortable each time that we take the field.
Well, I'm giving him a new nickname, Sledgehammer. That was tremendous. And then, you know, Noah Smith's our athlete of the game. And Noah, you talked about, you know, how athletic he is, and he's just a sophomore. I mean, that interception he made was tremendous play. It's almost like he played possum with the quarterback and fooled him into throwing it like, I've got this all the way. And then his speed and how quickly he hit the hole in those 2 touchdown runs. He had a whale of a game for you.
He really took advantage of his opportunities. We knew, as you said, that he's a very good athlete. Defensively, he just loves to hit. And then you see that athletic ability. That was reminiscent when we played Scott City here in the sub-state game, and the older O'Neill kid made an interception one-handed diving backward. That was very, very similar kind of football play, and that's an incredible comparison when you stop and think about that. But we kind of expect that from Noah, and that's hard to say about a sophomore, but honestly, the expectations are really high for him. So pleased. We've been promising we're going to get him into the game more on offense, and then we just had a hard time in some games getting our offense going, so we wanted to get that first group into a groove. And tonight we promised him that he's going to be in the rotation more, and we're going to keep those other guys fresh. And boy, he took advantage. He was ready. He looked great in practice, made exactly those kinds of plays all week long in practice. So that burst, that's something that we hadn't seen until here in the last week or so. And boy, he's adds to our weaponry, that's for sure. You can't go to sleep when he's on the field.
Your second team then comes in about 5.5 minutes going to fourth quarter on offense, and you march it right down the field, even dealt with a penalty. Tate Olvers ran the ball very well. Blaine Harris, it's always fun when they have triplets and there's 3 Harrises. Blaine Harris had a nice run, but to me what impresses me there is they had holes to run through.
Yes.
Your offensive line, that second group did a really nice job.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about too. We hope that carries over because in JV games they haven't looked that fast or that fluid. They haven't performed at that same kind of intensity level, but hopefully that means they're getting better as well. And it's so fun when they get to take advantage of their opportunity on Friday night in front of the crowd. And you could just see that was joy. And here's something, Coach Nas was substituting 4 at a time to make sure that everyone got in, and we're going 2 or 3 plays. So it's not as if the same 11 were out there for that entire drive. We played 15 different kids, I believe, in that series, which is pretty impressive.
JV game, you got an interesting situation. You want to explain that to folks?
Oh, I'm really excited for our kids. I won't make it up there because I'll have the varsity guys back here, but Sacred Heart dropped a game on us this week, so we didn't get to play, and then Republic County had already canceled their JV games earlier, so we didn't have a game next Monday. So we asked Mr. Beisner, Kyle Beisner is our athletic director, if he could look around, and I know that he contacted at least 8 different schools, and we told him we'll travel, we'll play whoever, and we were having a hard time finding an 11-man team that had an open date and would be willing to play us. So we started talking about 8-man games, and it's a hybrid situation where when we have the football, it'll be 11 on 11, and when they have the football, it'll be 8 on 8. We'll be playing on an 8-man field. It's going to be a different feel.
Clifton Clyde.
Clifton Clyde, high quality, program. I'm thankful, first of all, that they agreed to play us because that's pretty hard playing a 3A school and they're an 8-man school. So you have to give them a lot of credit for being willing to get their kids some playing time as well. But that's a big thing for us. We're just looking for playing opportunities for our kids. We're willing to play anywhere against anyone. But for our kids to be able to say, hey, we played an 8-man game at the same time we're playing 11, it's going to be a real challenge, I think, defensively. I don't think our guys understand how different it will be with only 8 guys out there and the width of the field, and there will be some real challenges for us. Fortunately, Coach Nas down at Lincoln has coached a lot of 8-man football, so that will help with our defensive transition, and then we'll just go run our offense and do what we do there. So we have 15 guys that make up our JV right now, and fortunately they're all healthy. We have 9 freshmen, we have 1 junior in that group, and 5 sophomores. So it's a really young group, and they work exceptionally hard for us. It's so nice that we're going to be able to play 4 quarters on a Monday with them to reward their efforts.
Well, I'm glad that you got Kyle to earn his paycheck and make him find a game like that. That was good, and we appreciate Kyle doing that. As you said, that's a great opportunity for you guys and a really cool situation, too, I think, for both schools. Ellsworth wins tonight over Sacred Heart. They were down 14-7, come back to win 23-14. Southeast was leading La Crosse at half, 35-0. Speaking of them, you get them next week, and this very well could be for the league championship. I know you stress that every year. This is our league. We don't want to share it. We did last year. Great opportunity for your kids. And it'll be a road game, tough atmosphere. Southeast always plays pretty well at home. What do you think about that matchup? They got a very good quarterback, I noticed, put up some good numbers this year.
They're a good football team. Just as pretty much everyone that we see is going to be a lot bigger than we are. They average about 225 to 230 on their offensive and defensive lines. We have some very nice athletes. You mentioned the Banks kid at quarterback, obviously Ben Murray in the slot, and then they're huge at wide receiver, 6'5", 6'4", 6'4". Those matchups could give us a little bit of trouble. We'll have to get a lot of pressure on the quarterback so that we can neutralize their size difference. But we sure like our guys in coverage. Noah obviously showed tonight he can cover really well, and then Colson's been doing it for 3 years, and we think Ryan's pretty good in coverage. So it could be a lot of fun on those matchups in the passing game. Hopefully we'll be able to stop their running game. And then our offensive line is going to have to play their best game of the season. Our backs are pretty good, but you can't make something happen if there's not some blocking up front. And I think that we're getting better. We're having a better understanding of how to work together up there. And I thought you saw the fruit of that in the second half tonight.
Should be a great battle next Friday. By the way, tell your wife, Rhonda, thank you for the ice cream. She brought it up, and I wolfed it down at halftime. Ice cream, that's the greatest thing ever invented, I swear. Good luck at Southeast Saline. Have a good week of practice, and that'll be so much fun. The JV game on Monday, that'll be terrific as well. That'd be awesome. You guys keep rolling. Great job.
Thanks, Wade.
Greg Cohen, head coach of the Beloit Trojans, as they win it tonight. 60-6 is the final over the Buffaloes Republic County. Back to wrap it up after this 2-minute break on Z96.3 The Lake.
Farmway Credit Union now offers e-statements, a simple and fast way to get your monthly or quarterly statement. It's the information you need at your fingertips. Members simply log on at farmwaycu.com, select View Statements and Forms, and sign up. It's that easy. Need help? Contact our offices in Beloit, Lincoln, Mankato, or Osborne. Farmway Credit Union, if you're a member, you're an owner.
What's connected to the internet in your home? Computers, laptops, tablets, smartphones, HD TVs, Blu-ray players, video game consoles, streaming media set-tops? There's probably a few you've forgotten about. With all those internet-connected devices, you need Cunningham Telephone and Cable's fastest internet available. Our customer service representatives will assist you in getting the best internet package for all your devices. Call your local office in Concordia, Beloit, Belleville, or Glen Elder to upgrade your internet service. Cunningham Telephone and Cable. Connect with us.
SNS Drug connects you with a great pharmacy staff who lives in the communities we serve. Our